Guys connect, intellect, intersect. Brothers on the rise, no lies, just respect. Health, wealth, religion, truth, gotta inspect. Mindful exchange on deck, we perfect.
You are now tuned into the Mindful Exchange podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yo.
It's been a crazy week, man. We gotta real quick, how's everybody feeling today?
Great.
Good.
Amazing.
Good.
We got a guest today though.
We got a guest, my nephew. But before we jump to him,
Yeah.
can we get Sir back again? How was the trip, brother? Everybody want to know.
It was actually great.
You tell everybody that
Come on,
didn't
let's
know
go.
where you disappeared to.
So for that one pod that I was gone, I was over in Greece.
Passport shorty.
Yeah.
Y'all don't know nothing about that passport
Man,
shit, boy.
See, I knew this nigga was for to do that.
So, how was the trip? Like, tell us from the flight to landing to.
So the flight was good. The first flight there was fine. Bus ride was it was longer than I thought. It was like a 3-hour drive into 8-hour flight. So
Oh,
pretty long.
a lot of travel.
And then when we got there, we just walked. Like we went to the hotel, put all our stuff down, and then we left and went for a trip or a tour, which was like 2 or 3 hours.
On foot the whole time?
Hell yeah.
Y'all athletes.
Europeans, they just walk, bro.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Oh,
for real,
shit.
for real.
Yeah,
And
you walk.
it's packed over there.
So it's like it's not even an irregular thing for groups
No.
to walk. Like
Nah,
that.
you just you walk. You get out and you walk. Even when you walk.
That's dope.
That's European that they walk. It's not like no bike
So,
shit.
did y'all win a single game against them?
Blue team,
Europeans?
no. Blue team blown out every game. Red
Them ni-
team,
Them niggas was nasty, right?
yeah. So blue team, we ain't win nothing. Red team, they lost first game, tied second and third game.
Oh,
What's the
So-
difference between the teams? One's got.
I don't really know what the difference was. They picked whoever they wanted.
Okay.
So really,
did you see a difference in the culture over there compared to how we
No.
do stuff over here?
not really.
No?
Yeah, it's just I think the players, that's all they do.
Mm,
So it's just
Facts.
that's all they know.
that's deep.
Like the chemistry between them was perfect. Because when it came to us, we had what?
Played
8
together for,
practices
yeah.
in 6-7 days.
Yeah, and I mean they
They probably
they
been
play
playing
together all the
since they were,
time.
like,
Yeah.
7.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
will say over there, everything's
Everything's what?
better.
Like what? Give us an example.
Everything.
You got to give us some examples.
It
Yeah,
ain't
say
even-
something.
You got to
think
start
That's
with
the
something.
example. Everything. Like everything.
What about the
Other than
skull that
traffic.
nephew choose? Is that better?
It's not Skull, it's
what?
Grizzly. But I keep
Skull
trying
he
to-
choose.
I keep trying to
Is
tell
it better
niggas-
in Greece?
I keep trying to tell niggas America's not the greatest country in the world, man. It's not.
Trump
not
about
even-
to,
I
Trump
loved it.
about
I
to
loved it
kick you
over there.
niggas out the country.
if you do look like a Samoan, he might get deported.
Yeah, I'm going back to the island, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, but I understand exactly what you're saying. So it's like when you go eat, it seems fresher, right?
Mhm.
The food
Way
seems
better.
fresher.
Like what
Less
did you
preservatives.
eat? What did you eat over there? Give us
I'm gonna be honest. The first thing I got when I got over there
McDonald's.
was a Coca-Cola.
McDonald's, nigga.
Oh, food. Yeah, it was McDonald's. Yeah.
So how was the
This
McDonald's
nigga went to
compared?
Greece and ate McDonald's.
Listen.
I think there's probably a difference
I
though,
went.
huh?
All right, so
Yeah,
when I
No,
went
the
over
food is
there,
different
It
over there.
it tasted different. I don't know how it tastes. Yeah, like
He
how-
trying to
how
he trying
you
to
said,
shit in
fresh.
he trying to
nigga.
Uber Eats McDonald's from Greece from now on. Like
Yeah, no, it's totally.
I need all the grease from
It's
It
totally-
was still messy. It was still so messy. 'Cause
Yeah.
I got first thing I got was a Big Mac. So.
yeah,
It's the difference is the taste.
yeah.
The texture. You know, we have so many preservatives in our food. When you go over there and you go to McDonald's, you know, did they have the
That's a
alternate
big thing.
McDonald's?
That's a big
Did they
thing,
have the
preservatives.
alternate McDonald's list? Because in China you could get
Yeah.
in China you can get fried chicken at McDonald's.
Yeah, they had that.
They had the-
had
they had-
that-
they had-
Get the fuck out of here.
They had
Yeah, I'm gonna see
chicken
if I can pull up the
McBites.
menu real quick.
Fried
they-
chicken?
Yeah. I think it was like a 4-piece. I was gonna get it, but I didn't have enough time.
I want to know,
That's crazy.
how was the bitches?
Better
I'm
than
sorry.
here.
The
I'll
Yo,
one-
say
so
it.
Siri on the iPad just
yeah.
said, I don't know how to respond to that.
Or shut up.
they was fire.
Yes.
Yeah, I told you to bring me one back, nigga. You ain't bring me one
Oh
back.
yeah, I'm gonna get a passport for him while I'm over
Yeah,
there.
tell her you got a fat, light-skinned nigga that want to grease.
Yeah.
You should just went over there and imported her in your belly button.
Yeah.
I shoulda,
I
He gonna pay.
Trafficker. Stomach trafficker.
First of all, don't get me arrested, Cap.
Oh yeah. We can't even play like that. Huh?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, this video probably gonna get shot the fuck down.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're gonna be like, this nigga's
man.
trafficking,
These
baby.
niggas be talking crazy.
We
Yeah.
got
What
some
about-
pictures from
This
there,
nigga's
right?
got an Asian
What about
in
the
his belly
women?
button?
Oh yeah. You got a lineup of pictures?
Yeah, I got some pictures.
Oh.
Yeah, let's
Oh,
go through some
proud
of the
dad.
pictures.
That he
Proud
posted.
dad.
Yo, and we gonna comment on the pictures too, so we could talk shit.
All right.
You see some pretty girls over there?
Yeah.
What's this
Plus-
right here?
Oh yeah, that's up. What is it?
That's I'm not gonna lie. A lot of these pictures, it's hard to remember what she said because they had like little radios.
Yeah.
And
It's
the
a
headphones
person?
were horrible. So I'm trying to listen to her. She has a thick accent, so I can barely understand.
It's like a
I'ma try to
museum
remember.
tour.
Yeah. Well, museums and like other like spots. Yeah,
oh, that's
like,
beautiful, man.
Oh, that's
Oh, yeah.
fire.
Sparta.
Oh, that was probably like
Right.
a
That
good
made me want to kick somebody.
couple hundred.
Chill, son. You've been mad,
meters in the air,
violent
too,
today.
so-
Word, he can't lift his
So-
leg that high though.
So
I
up
kick you in your
there-
chin.
He's trying to.
There's like a little. It's basically like a mountain, and it's up top.
Yeah.
You look down, it's just a view of
Who took
like,
this
the whole
picture right
city.
here?
Me.
That's dope. You see the
All these
sunlight.
pictures.
Oh,
are
he
for
got
me.
your eye, Jetta. He got the sunlight in the top
Yeah.
left corner.
Looking like Mount Olympus.
You're not the only
Hell
photographer
yeah.
in the family, nigga.
Good
Like one of those
thing,
Assassin's Creed buildings.
Yeah. Oh, that's
That's
hard.
crazy.
You took this picture too?
Yeah, all these
That's
pictures I took.
crazy.
That stadium.
That
Okay,
is
so
a
what?
good angle too.
The
Hell yeah, son.
so everyone down in the middle, they were clapping, and like you can hear it exactly because you know when
Why?
sounds
Travels.
doesn't just travel.
Like the echo
Yeah.
shit.
Mhm.
It wasn't an echo. Like as soon as they clapped,
The
you hear
sound,
it, and
the
I'm
sound,
like,
they're
The way
sound
that they-
waves.
yeah,
They're
the
sound
way-
waves.
The way
And
that
And if they do
built
it,
that.
and if they do it in unison, it's something that you feel more than you hear too.
Yeah.
Why were they clapping though?
Because that's like an
so
amphitheater.
That
Yeah.
was like this stadium.
Yeah.
No matter what you do, you can hear it up there.
Wow.
Other than like
That's
probably
so
whispering.
crazy.
It's
Is it because of the shape?
How it was
I think
built,
it was.
the structure.
It's how it was how it was built.
Plus, it's
just-
it's
so I'm saying,
high
like, the
up,
shape,
so
like-
maybe
Yeah, and it's
that
just
shit
perfect
travels.
So that's called an amphitheater. So it's
Yeah.
all the way amplified. That's why the seating is like that, because back in those times they didn't have like speakers and
Yeah,
shit
of
like
course.
that. So they built and designed their thing so that if you shouted at a certain level, it would carry
Still
throughout.
That's crazy.
all
They
the
had
thing.
they had the smarts to
Yeah.
design
Yeah.
somewhere and just
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's crazy.
that's a little sideways, but it's like a
Shit, I wouldn't have been up on
canal.
that bridge.
Oh,
nigga.
it's really high from
Fuck
the picture.
that,
It don't
bro.
look.
Oh
it don't
fuck
look
that!
that
Yeah,
high.
yeah, nah, nigga, I literally panic and die.
And
Yeah.
it's hard to see, but through the bridge across, there's a boat, and it was coming towards
underneath.
our way. Yeah, so it could have went under.
At the
bridge.
bridge, you said you took the picture and got the
Took the
fuck off.
picture,
Yeah.
got off quick.
Yeah, man. Fuck that.
It was.
He was running when he took the shit.
Oh, yeah.
Stop real quick.
Well, that's also the thing that is there were so many people on that bridge,
Yeah.
and it's probably the size of this couch. Is
The width of it?
yes, the
Fuck
width.
that,
So
bro.
when
Oh,
there's-
it's just a
there's
walking bridge.
both this way,
Nigga.
and
not
I'm
doing
trying
it.
to get.
Everybody
off
gotta
this
get off
road.
that bitch before I walk over
There's
there.
people coming over.
Bro, I'm fat, nigga.
Oh, you
So-
definitely, nigga.
Hell
And
Yeah.
I'm
no.
over
That
here
shit.
walking like this, trying to get through, and then I get
So hold
stuck.
on, niggas was like this
Technically,
Trying to
yeah,
walk?
trying to walk through.
I
on
ain't
something
with it.
that was that thin.
Yes,
Nah,
and
fuck
that high
outta
up
here.
with no restraints under it.
Fuck out of here.
Got this video. What's this video?
Oh,
Fuck
that's
that
that's
shit,
the
man.
race, the one that Cat.
Nah, this.
Oh no, never mind.
And I was just
that's,
saying, my doctor said for us to race in 2026.
That's
That's
how
all.
I tried to get the whole length of the track on that. It looks like a very long track. Like it doesn't look like a.
I asked him how long was it because it didn't look like 100 meters to me.
Oh no, that's longer than.
I'm talking about the one he showed us
No.
in the gym.
Oh,
I was like, damn,
when
what
I
was
was-
that like a
Oh, when I was
3 to
running?
400
Yeah, that's
or
probably
something?
like a good 3.
Yeah, it looked like it wasn't the typical like
Yeah, it's
100,
It's not as wide.
400.
It was like more narrow. Like
Yeah,
that.
it was narrow.
Or
I think it was
yeah.
like the same length. It was
Yeah.
just the width was shorter.
Shit.
Did the air smell different? Did it did it like just
Fresher, way fresher.
We fucked
I
up
didn't
over
see.
here, bro.
I think that
fuck do
whole
we do?
entire time I was over there, I saw like 2 factories with like smoke coming
Damn.
out of it.
You see a lot of fat people?
Nah,
No,
probably
because
not.
everybody walks over there, bro.
They're eating different.
First of all, I'm not fat.
I do
I
got a
didn't
question.
say you lost.
pointing
You
at me,
lost
Cap.
like 100 pounds, nigga. You talking about where's Cap at, nigga?
He
I'm
lost
sitting
100
right
pounds.
here with a black
He's still
sweatsuit
fat
on.
and lost 100 pounds. It's all right. You know what I mean? He's skinny fat. All
Say,
right.
how you lose weight and still look the same?
Yo, my
Yo.
bone density.
But so, did you guys eat at a restaurant?
No. Oh yeah, we did.
All right. So, what about the portion sizes?
Yeah, that too.
Oh, when I went to the restaurant, I had pasta, and it was.
Well, pasta, they do give you a lot of pasta.
Oh yeah.
But like a lot of times when you go over there, especially in Europe, those countries, they eat a lot of smaller portions. That's why
Portions, yeah.
I've never been to Greece, so I was just wondering. I know,
They eat like
but I know in
6 times
Italy,
a
I know over that way they eat a lot of pasta and they're large portions of pasta. But in usual restaurants and
A little
stuff like
smaller.
that, yeah, all of it's like smaller portions. It's not
But
like
even in Italy, like the pasta is always like simple ingredients.
Mm.
It's like it's noodles. They make their homemade sauce, tomatoes, basil. It's all fresh.
Mainly
shit, like,
homemade,
yeah,
fresh shit.
there's
Making
nothing
their
in
own
it
pasta.
that's-
Yeah.
like,
there's
like
nothing
you know,
in it
like
that's-
daily type shit. You know what I mean?
Why our country don't give a fuck about us?
Because
we
our
got so
country is
many
about
people.
money.
It's about making money. Yeah.
It's more
Healthcare.
about money.
So how can we make this food in mass production and put it in stores and you know what I'm
Another
saying?
thing is health. The more unhealthy people, the
That's
more
crazy.
medical.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, medical is big business.
Damn, that's crazy.
Because
It's the biggest
our
business.
country's based on drug dealing,
Who the fuck
I mean,
in this room
basically,
doesn't
Big
have
Pharma.
a hospital bill?
nigga.
Sir,
No, I haven't paid a hospital bill.
That's what I'm saying.
So let's be clear, Dad and Mom gonna pay that shit, but
Shout out to Jetta before we continue going on for sending his son overseas before he ever went overseas.
word.
I'm the first person in my
Big
family
dad
to go
move, man.
overseas.
Big
That's
dad
gangster.
move. Shout out to you,
That's
Jetta.
gangster.
And shout out for you showing up last night to Kahuna's. Well, I was fucked up, fucking with my white girl.
What y'all was doing over there?
I just need
We was at that. We was in there drinking, man.
Yeah,
Getting it in?
I
tried
had
to
a
make a couple new drinks I ain't never had before.
Oh shit.
It was very awkward. So I was
Well,
there
they're,
with a white chick, and the wife showed up with her boyfriend.
Your ex?
So
You're white.
yeah.
Oh,
He didn't even know at first.
I had no
That's
idea.
what was funny.
I had no idea. I'm sitting there talking to this chick, and I look over and I'm like, "Fuck."
When did
I said, "Donnie, when the fuck did they get here?" He was like,
Is that what you was talking about earlier?
"Yeah."
I didn't know.
She was texting the nigga
Yeah.
after that.
Oh yeah,
shit.
yeah, that
So like,
conversation.
yeah, you making me jealous type stuff.
Oh,
She
let's.
tryna-
Can we
tryna-
expound
she tryna-
on that a
she tryna
little
get
bit?
that nigga
I don't want to
back.
dig into your
trying to reel
personal.
him in?
Cap, you already know I'm
She
an
trying
open
to get
book,
that
bro.
nigga back.
I'm an open book.
Mm.
I don't
Nah,
give
you
a
got to
fuck.
shut that shit down.
Yeah, you
bro.
got to shut that down, bro.
I already did. I did.
Do you think you can accept the fact that I'm not saying it's a fact, but if it is a fact, do you think you can accept it that you might not be taking the best approach at protecting yourself from her energy?
Yeah, I think.
Because that's all we want for you. Because
I think that I'm trying my best.
yeah,
I think you from the outside
Yeah.
looking in, I feel like you guys can see that maybe I'm not doing the best job,
yeah,
but I'm trying.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't get back with her
yeah,
because of how the shit played out. You know
yeah.
what I
We
mean?
watched it in real time, bro. It
Yeah.
wasn't good, bro.
At all. So like that with that situation,
Yeah,
I don't think I would do some shit like, but
yeah,
I also don't want people that I fuck with.
yeah,
Like I knew I helped raise him.
yeah,
So since he was 12,
yeah,
11 years old, like he's been in my life.
yeah,
So and that's when I was with her. So like I was telling Donnie, I was like, don't like I'm not gonna be mad at you for going to talk to her
yeah.
and her boyfriend. You know what I mean? Like she helped raise you too. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? So I don't know. It's weird.
It's a weird position. To
It's
be in.
it's weird to be in. And the chick that I was with, shout out to her, love you.
Mhm.
She was on some. I don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah,
Like, as long as you're focused on me, and I mean, that's what I was doing. I was focused on old girl, and
you came a long way though, so we definitely got to salute you for that, man. Because that
A
ain't
long
some
way.
easy shit to digest. You know what I mean?
it's bad.
Yeah. So we so why don't you introduce our guest since you rudely interrupted me?
Donnie
What's up, fellas?
Cardona in the building. This is my
Thank you
adopted
for showing
nephew.
up, coming through.
Salute.
My adopted nephew. I've been telling him to pull up. He finally pulled up.
I actually got out of work early,
Oh, that's gangster.
so that helped.
They know you skipping work right now. They're gonna see the pod
Oh,
episode
yeah.
and you
Tell him where you
fired.
work at. Tell him where you work.
I'm a bus driver in Ithaca.
Oh,
I
that's
work for-
gangster.
I work for TCAT. Well, Tompkins.
You work for Tompkins County?
Yeah.
Right off of, so when you come into Ithaca, you take that left to the bus garage right there. Is that the same or no? You work for the city or the school?
The city.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, so I do public transport.
That's so gangster. How old are you?
25.
How the fuck did you get into that so young?
I went and got they helped me get my CDL. They paid for everything.
Yeah.
And I've been there since.
That's gangster, bro. That's a career
And I
right
needed
there.
to do it because I got to take care of the family.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Union job too, man.
So you like to drive then?
So yeah, I love it.
That's so gangster,
Only difficult
man.
part was learning the routes, but it got easier and easier. So now I know almost every route there.
Any nigga that's ever drove for a living knows that that's they're calling
Like, that's what
the
they
best
do.
job. That's
Yeah.
that's you have no boss. You
Yeah.
have nobody to
It's
report
amazing.
to.
You captaining your
It's-
own ship.
Yeah,
in other
man.
words.
And there's stability in that shit. There's always, that's one of them things that you might rarely hear people talk about. There's always going to be stability in being able to drive a bus, having your CDL.
Yeah.
That shit is
Delivery,
It's
all that
something
shit.
that'll never.
never disappear, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know about
And you can
that.
always get a
What you
job
think?
too.
Oh
That-
shit, he had that
Dep-
Trump look.
depending
Nah,
on the
nah,
depending
what
on
you
the
think?
federal.
With the,
Yeah.
Here we go.
Autonomous. They
Yeah,
might, you know what
like
I'm
the
saying?
Tesla joints and all that.
Like pretty soon. What I read,
Yeah, but-
saying that like not in the next. I'd say probably like in the next couple decades, maybe 10, 20, like 20 years down the road, they might start
Introducing
like-
to the
I was
market.
I was gonna
Yeah,
speak
but
on
I
your
mean,
point.
I mean, at that point, like, what the fuck? do you have?
Autonomous,
You know what I mean?
like
They
truck
tried.
drivers, like even
Yeah.
transporting like big shipments of
Yeah.
trailer truck
You seen the
tractor
Tesla
trailers
joints?
and shit.
You seen
They
the,
tried.
you seen the Tesla
You
joints?
You know what I'm
that
saying?
They
So-
tried to get electric buses. That's what they
Oh,
tried
shit.
to do. But them electric buses, they not
Still driven
ready.
by human beings,
Humans.
but
Yeah, yeah,
electric.
and they didn't work out. They didn't last longer than a month.
So you gonna be good, but I would say
Yeah.
maybe like in a 2 decades they might start
because-
phasing niggas out.
Because even with that, you know what
20
I'm saying?
years
Like
down the
you,
road.
you might be able to do that, but you know, you have to have a CDL to drive like a party bus.
Mm.
You
Yeah,
gotta have a
yeah.
CDL to drive
And
you know, like taxi
Yeah.
and different things. You gotta have a different
School
type of
bus.
license.
Taxis are-
School
school
bus.
bus.
Yeah,
Taxis are
CDL is
endorsements.
basically
Like,
in New York State. It's by the weight limit. Usually, it's by
Yeah.
a certain.
No, it's in the country. It's in the country. That's the whole countrywide.
yeah, that's,
Okay.
that's
the
why
weight limit.
yeah,
the-
weight limit.
It's
yeah.
classifies your
26,000
classification.
Plus,
26,000
there's
pounds.
certain things that if you're gonna
Didn't you have a
drive it-
CDL,
Yeah, I
Jetta?
still got my CDL.
You still got it?
Yeah.
Damn, there's a lot of work for that shit. Like you can get
Yeah.
into a lot of.
What
Open
class
a lot
you
of
have?
That's why that
I
nigga
got a
always got
class
mad
A.
jobs,
Go
nigga. He
get
just
paper,
got
nigga.
Look
everything
like he just
certification.
working, nigga. Look,
I was gonna go for class A, but
Shit working.
with the kids and stuff, I didn't want to be over the road. So I figured the second best option would be B and driving bus.
You can
That's
still
dope.
you can get Class A and do
Local.
local like Coca-Cola
Yeah,
routes or some
but,
shit like that.
Yeah, but I feel like he making more money.
Yeah,
than
I feel
Coke
like-
pays.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
you gotta,
There's-
they still do it, pay you
Plus, it's union.
off mileage, right? Or not mileage, but like the hours you work, basically.
like
For
26
Coca-Cola?
hours.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that works, but pretty sure they pay the drivers pretty good.
like hourly.
Plus, your shit is
Yeah, like
union.
either
And you in the
Yeah.
union, like you
if you're in
good,
town,
bro.
yeah.
yeah,
That's
so
what niggas fight for.
Yeah, I had a union job lined up.
Yeah.
Till my license was suspended. Didn't
How's
know
the
it
new
was
job
suspended.
going?
That shit is fantastic.
That's beautiful, man.
you got a new job?
I mean,
Nah,
he
FedEx.
it was
Oh, okay,
recent
okay.
that he because that played out in real time too. You know what I'm
That
saying?
did, yeah.
And it's you made a lot of dope ass progress in the last like
Dropping
3
a
to
ton
6
of weight
months.
and getting paid to do it.
Dropping a ton, still got a ton, but yeah, a lot of good progress.
I got 2 tons.
My niggas
Damn.
a mammoth.
oh,
Fuck y'all. niggas.
Yeah, you be throwing shots.
they be gelling on you.
I never.
Yo,
What
he
you
always
talking about?
I
throw
he is
shots,
not
what?
innocent.
Always
I be
throwing
chilling.
shots.
I'm
Yeah,
the
he
not
was
funny
shot at
nigga in
him
the
before
room,
we
and he
came in
always
here.
comes for me.
Nah,
Yeah,
I threw a shot at him at the beginning. when we
going
were
out.
I don't
in
never
here.
throw
He was like,
shots.
oh,
bro.
so you
What
gonna
you
do this
talking
now?
about?
He'd be like, "I love you, black motherfucker," or some shit like that, or "You got on
Some-
all
always
black, I
some
don't
side,
see
though.
you."
Hell yeah.
Right.
I'm saying that
It's
how
always
you gonna say
love.
you was the champ.
Yeah. So Jetta, you was talking about looking at that video from last week.
Yeah, did you load it up? 'Cause I don't. It's not in here. It was on
Which
World
one?
Star.
It was on World Star, the one with the
Dude.
kid that shot up the kids in the school. He said we ended on it last time.
He's like, I gotta do it.
That happened again.
Another mass shooting.
I haven't even seen that.
Like, I didn't know about this one.
Yeah, so he like basically we ended the show last week on
I had a phone call
on some
Is the Wi-Fi?
Nah, my bill due. Niggas want to throw down on that.
I got 5 on
I got data on my iPad, so I'm good. You know what I'm saying? You should have data on your phone too.
That's bougie.
Data
on the
We're gonna have to shoot the next joint in Hoodie's new studio he
Yeah,
got
you
over there.
stupid.
You know, it'd be cramped up.
Go
in that
ahead, niggas.
motherfucker.
Shout out to Hoodie, man. Got a studio.
Laptop.
red carpet.
Proud of
Niggas
you,
gonna be
Proud
laughing.
of you.
He said they should be sitting on each other's laps. and
Niggas gonna be
shit.
lapped up.
Sir gonna be like, I can't make it, Dad. I ain't coming to you
This
weird
nigga
ass
nephew
old
talking
niggas.
about I'm gonna sit on your lap. Nah, nigga. You,
Bro, what's with that light skin on
You the
this
bottom.
Time, bro?
you a bottom today.
That's crazy. Just because you over there dressed like a Puerto Rican lumberjack.
Hell
You
yeah.
know, bro.
Word up. Yo quiero.
yo, what should I type in on World Star?
Yeah.
Kids shoots. Fuck it, school.
you get mad.
You gonna find
hold on,
you gonna find a whole bunch of different videos.
Yeah, I don't think he was shooting
That's
up the
another
school. He
thing that
was
Sir was
niggas he
talking
was
about.
looking after.
I think to bring it back to that, that's another thing Sir was talking about, which is crazy. That like that's a American problem. People
What?
shooting up schools is an American issue.
Yeah,
No other country has this problem.
we're a gun country.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, facts.
Well, I mean, I think every country has their own problems. We just live in America, so we know more about our problems than we know
They
about
don't have
other.
that problem. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just saying, they don't have, problems that we have, but we don't have problems that they have.
Yeah.
Like,
You know what I mean?
know-
Thailand was great.
What would be an
Until-
example of a problem that we'd probably want to swap with another country for?
You don't see
Guns for what?
No, I would say France for free healthcare and free college.
Canada too.
You can do that right up there. Yeah, in
Canada. Free healthcare, free college in France. Well,
Our
university,
country,
not college, but it's free university.
Sweet. There's a couple countries that do that.
Yeah,
Free
I
You know
mean,
what's crazy?
Sweden,
You know what's crazy?
Switzerland.
We're not the freest country in the world.
Here we go. We're not going to talk about that
Nah,
again.
we good.
I'm just saying.
You fucking say that 1,000 times.
You go to El Salvador and watch how you be texting Trump like, please get me up out this
Go,
bitch.
nah, tell that nigga to go to Beijing.
You're trying
Go
to
to
send me to the worst country in
Go
the
to
world.
Beijing and you can't even get on the internet.
You going?
Damn.
Nah, you can't get on Facebook. I
It's,
couldn't get on.
uh,
I couldn't get on Facebook. I
It's
couldn't get on
regulated. Now you could get
Instagram.
on the internet, but there's certain sites that's restricted. They
Nah.
can't. They don't
How you
allow
gonna
you
tell
to get
this
on.
nigga what he could do when he was the nigga in
You can
China?
you can
I
get
can't
on the
find
internet though. They have internet.
I understand that.
But you
That's not
can't
what
get
I
on-
said.
on Facebook.
I that's what I said. I
Yeah.
just said
Yeah.
I couldn't get on. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
I
know.
couldn't
Get it
get
out,
on
nigga, get it out.
Facebook.
I know.
I couldn't get on Instagram.
Yeah.
It would load up and it would be there, but there would be nothing. Like you couldn't.
Not
you can't
even
do
Because-
nothing.
not even
because-
with a VPN.
Yeah, nah.
Maybe you slant your eyes like,
Not
Sounds
even,
racist.
Not even on the
VPN?
not even on the Wi-Fi or nothing.
No, you know about the VPNs.
Yeah.
Yeah, VPN's been around.
If you
since.
if you got the VPN, I wonder if you can use it then.
Did
but
you try?
gotta get on your phone. He probably ain't try it. If you got a VPN,
Yeah,
That-
no, I didn't try it.
I
But
think you might
you
be
could go
good
to
with
a-
a VPN.
yeah,
they
we
might
got a
still get
VPN.
on to you after a while.
you
Just
don't want
because
that
they're
heat, though.
yeah, with China, you don't want
Nah, I don't want
you
that
don't want to
smoke.
be like
I don't want that
same
smoke.
thing with Russia. Like, but here in the States, they're not as
they're lax on a lot of
yeah,
things.
yeah. So you can use a VPN and just view shit that's all over the world. But I would assume that if you go to somewhere like China that's highly regulated,
Yeah,
if
I
they
don't want that smoke.
they got a lock on
they're
it.
not North Korea, but they do pump out a lot of propaganda. You know what I mean? As we do too, the
Yeah.
United States.
They're definitely a dictatorship to where we're a democracy. But are we? You know what I mean? Like,
If you go to
You have to
jail
vote.
over there, it's different from there to here. There's definitely
Yeah,
a
but-
difference. If you go to
also jail for
jail,
different shit.
if you go to jail, if you get locked up over there, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be different. You ain't gonna have the rights. You ain't gonna have the right to attorneys and all that shit. Even though our jail system is fucked up, you go to somewhere even like Mexico. You know what I'm saying? Like just the difference. They would rather be locked up here than over there. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But if you go to like a dictatorship or authoritarian countries like North Korea, China, Russia, you get locked over there, they'll throw you somewhere and then nobody ever gonna see you again. You know what I'm saying? Like
Just for
we
a
ain't gonna
gram.
see you. We ain't gonna see. We ain't gonna see. We're like,
Look
I
what
don't know
happened.
what that happened
Law,
to that
like,
nigga.
Look what happened to Brittany Griner over that
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
motherfucking
Russia.
The cart.
Russia.
over the cart.
The
yeah.
THC cart.
That was wicked.
And she got it in Russia.
Oh, she did?
Jello.
Yeah.
Jello ball.
They might have set her
That's
ass
his
up.
dumbass fault for going and stealing
Yeah,
a pair
she-
of
she-
sunglasses
hear what
out
P
of
said?
Gucci store.
They
They
may
might
have
have
set her
they might
up.
have lined her
Wait,
ass
what?
right on up.
Because she was
Yeah.
a good political prisoner. I mean,
Yeah.
not, she wasn't political, but
And
at
they
the same time,
traded her for.
Them
yeah.
niggas be on
Yeah.
their spots. You're like them Russian niggas. They on their shit. They still on their
That's
KGB
why I ain't going
shit.
nowhere but Horseheads.
What they
nigga.
traded
Y'all want
for?
Horseheads want to trade
Some-
Elmira
That's
for
the
me?
worst, nigga.
Like,
What's up?
fuck it.
When they exchanged prisoners, they traded them for a Russian.
An old
Yeah.
Russian
weapon.
nigga, like
The,
he was like
the
an
arms dealer.
Yeah.
They call that nigga
Some
the something
KG
of death or
some
some shit.
KGB shit.
They made a
Yeah.
movie. They made a movie about the nigga back in the day. It was based off of him.
Traded him
That's
for
crazy.
a basketball player. That's fucked.
Yeah.
A WNBA.
This
Hoodies off.
nigga had like 2,000 bodies. This nigga got 2,000 bodies. Like here, you got.
And all she worried about was talking about, I ain't a mom, I'm a pops.
Yo,
Yeah.
she said that before.
Yeah, she said I'm not a.
Yeah, she cut her.
She was having a baby with
her wife or
her
whatever.
wife, and I mean she was born a woman, so
Don't
she's.
do that.
I'm just saying she was
What,
born
a
a
handshake?
woman.
Yeah, don't do that. Nigga. Her wife.
She was born a woman,
You're
and
not gonna get us canceled, man.
no, I'm just saying she was born a woman. But she said the lady that was interviewing her said, "Oh, you're about to venture into motherhood and da 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 da." Real excited in the interview, and she said, "Nah, I'm a pops."
Mm.
And the lady was like,
Nah.
When she say that, man, I gotta find.
she
that,
was
bro.
like, yeah, I'm a pops. I was like, yeah, this is.
You seen it? Oh,
Yeah, I seen
That's
this. I
weird.
seen
Jetta,
this
you ain't
thing.
never see that. Usually, you be the first nigga to see all the fucking shock shit. Like
You ain't no man. You ain't no man. No offense to Brittany, but you're not a man. Sorry.
That's crazy.
You not a. You can't raise a man. Sorry.
I'm
How
a
much
pops.
testosterone you been taking?
So she gets to pick what she's.
You can't do it.
This nigga P trying to get us X.
Nah, but that's a
can't get
fact. You
X
can't.
now.
You can't.
No, I agree. I'm fucking. I'm just fucking
You
with
know
you. I
what I
agree.
mean?
I agree.
No disrespect to Brittany. A shout out. Actually,
Fuck that
shit.
bitch.
Nah, shout out to Brittany,
Damn.
man.
Yo, I don't know if this is the same video that we were actually watching last week. I highly doubt it
Yeah,
because
he
there's
was
so
in a
many.
car driving, I think.
I
I definitely tried finding that shit. So I couldn't.
There's
Just
mad
seen
of them shits up
the-
now.
All over my Facebook was that possum getting lit on fire.
A possum.
They just lit a possum on fire.
Why you
with-
look happy? You smiling
Nah,
too. You a fat Peter. Call Peter.
That's that
Call
possum
Peter.
that nigga was cooking the other day. Put it on the group chat.
That wasn't steak. It was
Hibachi.
possum.
That shit was that possum meat.
Hibachi possum.
Hibachi's.
R.I.P.
But it was cruelty. They threw lighting fluid on it and just
Get the
watched
fuck
it
outta
burn.
here.
Yeah,
That's
I swear.
fucked
Threw
up.
lighting fluid on it multiple times, lit it up. It was crazy.
It's all over Facebook.
Did they
Yeah.
eat
You
it?
think it'll be
afterwards?
easy to
Nah,
find
they-
it
nah,
if
they
I
didn't
type
even-
it in on
Yeah, you'll
Facebook?
find that because they
White people?
they're
Actually,
about
I
to
don't
face
think I'm-
felony charges for it.
Oh
White
yeah, they
people?
fucked up.
Yeah, I ain't never,
No,
I
it
ain't
was
never
black
heard
people.
of that.
I'm gonna see if it's
Niggas?
on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if it's on
We
YouTube
fucked
too.
up. Bro, nigga crimes used to be normal, bro. You ain't got no
Nah.
paper. You rob a nigga with some paper.
Word.
It's because a lot of the crimes now is committed by light skinned niggas.
Shit, don't blame
That's
us.
not a dark skin. That's not a That's not a dark skinned nigga crime.
Don't nigga. I ain't coming close to no possum, nigga. Fuck out of here.
Facts, nigga.
Nephew got a possum in his pocket right now.
Yeah.
I just found a video on YouTube.
That's not even a beard. That's a possum under his neck.
That's fucked up. So
Yeah.
Damn.
It was
Hoodie,
foul.
if you had two legs, we'd be the same weight.
If
You're
you had
not that much smarter than me, nigga.
if
you
I had your
both
legs, I'd cut mine off.
we would be the same. I'm just saying.
said I don't want that. I don't want that.
I don't want that.
You are not that
You-
much
you-
smaller than me, bro.
Your legs look like
And you can't
The old
lift.
man. The old man.
The old school.
Look like right there walking sideways.
And you can't lift.
That nigga goes.
He's the old RoboCop.
That nigga goes
nigga.
head, shoulders.
Damn.
He don't got
knees and knees.
knees and knees.
Oh,
His knees and his
shit.
ankles is the same size.
Y'all crazy, man.
You want to lift?
Y'all
What you want
niggas.
to do? You want to lift?
Yeah, I want to lift. My leg is stronger than yours.
Cat.
First of all,
This shit
nah.
titanium.
Nah,
Charge
lift.
up that.
yeah,
Lift.
yeah.
Oh, yo,
Yeah,
yo, so since he was talking about the possum shit, I went on YouTube to find the video. I typed it in, and mad videos popped up about that whole situation. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
play it real quick. And it said that the FBI is investigating
That's-
after a video of a possum being lit on fire goes viral. Here we go. Let's see what the fuck this is about.
Meantime, tonight, a disturbing incident has many in Charlotte sounding the alarm over animal abuse.
North Carolina.
Investigation is now underway with felony charges on the table after a group of people allegedly set an opossum on fire.
An opossum.
Recording the whole thing and putting it online.
Oh, that's fucked up, bro.
That's so crazy, son.
That's just like that dude who set himself on fire. Remember?
Oh yeah,
On
that
the
shit
train?
was wicked.
No, and
He did
the
that
Trump shit.
himself. No, you gotta listen.
We'll call Vanessa for starters. We know that investigators, they're aware they are looking into this incident. But part of that investigation is figuring out the charges. And after talking with some,
He looked like one of the niggas Trump said was eating the animal.
charges here. It's a video on Facebook that's pulling all
They won't even
sorts
play
of
the video. Are they gonna play it? No, they're just only showing the photos.
Oh, so you've seen the actual video
Yeah.
on the Facebook?
Yeah. And it was burning for a minute, man.
That's
It was
fucked
sad.
up, son.
Yeah, they probably can't show the video.
Yeah.
No, news.
It was burning for a minute. And it didn't move at all. Like,
That's foul, man.
I don't like
cruel to
rodents
this
or
shit.
possums either, but I ain't gonna do that, man.
Nah.
Just give me a mouse trap or something.
I ain't gonna lie, my dog
Nigga,
killed
a possum
one.
is the same
Yeah.
size as a dog, nigga.
Yeah, the one my dog killed.
Give me a mouse trap,
Bro.
What?
The one my dog killed was brolic, and he left that shit outside the door. He was like,
Possum was bro.
possum was
possums
huge,
are like the
bro.
size of a cat.
It was
bro.
bigger than a cat, son.
No, I'm
It
just
was-
saying. I mean, like they're they're big as fuck.
Yeah,
I
it
know.
was.
It's not like a rat or nothing.
Yeah.
Them shits get big like a dog or a cat. Like them
Yeah,
shits
they
like
get like-
That shit was
you
huge,
get
man.
like a raccoon type
Ain't
shit.
they
Yeah,
marsupials?
and he killed a
Like,
raccoon
can't they use
too.
their
Oh nah,
thumbs?
he killed the skunk, not a raccoon.
Can
skunk.
possums use their thumbs like marsupials?
Marsupials?
Yeah.
They are
I don't-
marsupials.
First
That's
of
what
all,
I'm saying.
Yeah, they are,
hold on,
and
hold
they're
on.
good for the
Whoa,
environment
whoa.
too, because they kill rodents
First
and
of all,
bugs.
we're
And
just gonna ignore that.
run the country, Trump.
We're just gonna ignore that. That nigga said, "Can you use thumbs like marsupials?" Marsupials means you have a pouch.
Oh.
You fucking.
Nah, I thought a
What the
marsupial
fuck
is
are
a
we talking about?
Oh,
I thought
it was
a possum
reused.
was
I
a
thought we were
marsupial.
No,
I thought we were
You're
talking
thinking
about
of
zoo.
opposable
I don't know what a
thumbs,
marsupial
opposable.
is.
I
I
thought
just
marsupial
learned.
was a thumb.
Marsupial means you have a pouch.
Oh, my bad.
like a kangaroo.
What
My
hoodie,
nephew's
hoodie
nephew's
said?
a marsupial.
That's crazy.
That's
bro.
where nephew be pulling out. That's not.
That shit made me mad. That shit made me
That's
mad.
not a fanny pack. He's
Yo,
not-
Jetta, will you put it on the iPad real quick, please?
You is right.
Hold up. Yes, a possum is a marsupial. Specifically, the possum in North America, also known as the opossum,
Oh.
is a marsupial.
It carries him in the pouch.
Say sorry, nigga.
I'm not.
I know
sorry,
you said
I'm
it
right.
wasn't.
You said it wasn't.
You said
No,
it wasn't.
That's not what I said.
Yes,
he
you
said,
did.
You
I
stopped
had
the
the
whole
wrong
He
conversation.
said the thumbs,
Yeah.
bro.
So that's not
Yeah.
why.
Possums have a
I was
pouch?
wrong. I was wrong.
That's where they carry their babies.
I was wrong.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
A marsupial means you have a pouch.
Yeah,
bro.
I was wrong.
So
Like a kangaroo.
So let's be real. Are you a marsupial?
You just said
Yes,
it
nigga,
because
I
you know
carry-
reason.
yeah.
Mexican children in my belly button.
Joe, you gotta stop doing that, bro. They
Yeah,
might
man.
get you for going across that border for
That's how I
that
get over
1800.
here, though.
Possums are
That's how I
also
get over
the
here.
ones notoriously known for like playing dead in the street.
Hell
right?
yeah,
That's
they good at
literally
it.
what's it's called playing a possum.
Okay.
Like-
I just
Yeah, like niggas would be like, "Oh, that nigga's playing possum. He ain't sleep." That's what. That
Oh
means.
shit, yo! I had a couple favorites saved on World Star. I actually created a account. I think I put it in the Mindful Exchange.
Yeah,
Under
I
the
looked.
email.
I looked through it, but they be in the group chat. You posted the link in the group chat, but they be in the group chat going ham.
I
and
know
cheese,
that's why I don't really
and I can't
Them
even.
shit's muted like a motherfucker. Man.
Son, I remember one time I woke up and there was 104 messages.
No.
I was like, nigga, what was
No.
y'all talking about at 3:00 in the morning? Like, what the fuck?
Nigga.
Like, people don't gotta
That
work.
was me and Jetta.
I'm getting freaky at 3 a.m. if I'm up, nigga.
Me too. I'm humping on nephew's auntie.
Oh,
You stupid. man.
oh.
Do you mind if I stroke you up? She
Gotta
don't
punch you in your
mind.
face.
Do you mind if I? Yo, Donnie, but listen, that's the same shit he be doing, right? He don't like it. You know what I mean?
He be doing that,
He be
but
doing-
instead
yeah.
of his auntie,
He be like,
he'll
oh,
say my
man,
mom.
See what I'm saying? Word up. But I'm really gonna go home and rub on his auntie butt tonight, though.
Oh,
Like for real. Like I'm two hands.
You can't do shit about that.
Word up. I
By
love
the way,
chocolate.
record it too.
I love chocolate cake.
I got it
Yeah.
recorded. I'm sending
Go
it to her.
ahead. Send it to her.
I'm sending it to her. I'm
Let's
saying,
call her on
Auntie, this how
FaceTime.
trying to say you talk.
Yo, so nephew, it was you that submitted that. I think it was the last video in the group. It was like who comes first, mom, daughter,
Oh yeah,
or wife. And it says men rank them during street interview and woman's
That's a
reaction
hell of a
says it all.
topic, bro.
You want to
Personally-
expound on that before we play it? What are you thinking?
I'm personally. Wait.
Nah, what are you thinking?
Mom, daughter, wife.
I was gonna say probably daughter, wife, then mom, or wife, daughter, mom.
Nah, you gotta pick one and stick with it. Nigga.
What do you guys
Stick
think?
with it. I gotta stick with it.
Yeah.
You gotta stick with it.
Do you have a daughter?
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
2 daughters.
How old are they?
10 and 7.
Oh shit.
So
Damn, that's difficult, man.
yeah,
As a man, for me, I'm gonna say daughter
yeah.
because we brought it in life.
Yeah.
We're like that's passing on our genetics. That's
Yeah.
passing off our life. We lived our life. That's my.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like if anybody has to die, I want my children to live past me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my child is
I'ma
gonna be first.
Go with the first one.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have
Daughter,
to stick
wife,
with
mom.
the
Daughter, wife,
wife, mom.
Yeah.
Daughter,
'Cause-
wife, mom.
If I pick a power attorney, it's gonna be my wife over my mom
Yeah.
for sure.
Well, my mom was passed, rest in peace, her soul. But definitely, if she was here, that's going to my wife because my mom was kind of greasy
Yeah,
too. She would be
yeah.
like, not to say she was foul like that, but she wouldn't have done right like how I know my wife will. And to be honest, my
She-
daughter would do right even more so.
She would do right by how she wanted to.
She'd
Not
be
how-
like, bitch, you
not
getting on
how-
my nerves. I ain't giving you shit.
And any
You
good
dead,
mom,
nigga.
and-
You
and-
on life support. You got on my nerves last week and then regret it next.
My
the
mama,
following
my
week.
mama know that when I got married, she
Yeah.
gave me to my wife.
Yeah,
Just like Davita, God bless her dad. He passed.
yeah.
He knew that when I married Davita, he gave her to me,
Love you, dude.
knowing that every and any thing she would need
Yeah.
or whatever would happen would go through me.
Yeah,
So vice
yeah.
versa. And my mom did that. So I would definitely say daughter, wife, mom. That's
Mhm.
where I would go.
And I'm
Wife,
Daughter,
mom.
I'm just gonna
wife,
say this
mom.
real
Yeah.
quick. I'm gonna say this right. Like most niggas gonna agree with me. Probably, I would say most moms. You know what I mean? I know Gmont.
Yeah.
My mom. Any mom is gonna want their kid's wife to pass them anyway. That's got kids with
Yeah.
somebody. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I want the mom of my grandbabies to go on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I know as me as a father. You know what I'm saying? If my kids ever have kids, I'm gonna be like, yo, if they had to choose between, you know what I'm saying, me or, you know what I'm saying, themselves, I'm gonna want them to choose themselves. You know what I mean? Like,
This kind of reminds me of
I feel
that conversation when it comes to like if your mother and your wife are getting in the car, does your mother sit in the front seat or the back seat? To me, it's kind of similar.
Whoever.
Well,
it's
I feel like
not.
that's different
It's way
because
different.
I would definitely put my mom.
My
in
mom's
the front
going in the
seat.
front seat.
Under what circumstance though?
Any
Seniority,
circumstance.
seniority for me.
Yeah, and the respect of adults.
Yeah.
Nigga, like that's how
My mom was the type that would want to
feel
sit
like
in the
that's a
back.
different-
Yeah, my mom.
my
mom-
See what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
back
it's
there,
it's
My
so
mom is sitting in
My
the
mom
back
got
seat,
first
like
choice,
saying,
nigga. Yeah.
my mom is gonna. We had this. We went shopping for Jariah's birthday, and I took my mom with us.
yeah.
And so I went and I picked my mom up. We pulled back at the crib, and Davita and Jariah was at the crib.
Yeah.
And so we got out the car. My mom smoked a little cigarette, whatever, and we getting ready to get in the car. And my wife tried to get in the back seat.
And your mom
And my
was
mom was
"Nah,
like,
what you
Nick,
doing,
she was
nigga?"
like, you're bugging.
but
And
you
she
are
got
the
in
queen
and she
of
got
this
in the-
household.
And she got in the back seat and she
Yeah.
said, respectfully,
Yeah.
I respect it,
Yeah.
but you're his queen.
Yeah.
You belong in the front seat.
That's a fact.
I appreciate the respect.
Now let me ask you another
that's based
question.
off of
Not
who-
to
who
go
with.
off on a tangent,
That's wisdom.
but if it was the kids and your mom, what do you think would happen?
My
And
daughter
that's-
gets out. My daughter's gonna get out the.
Yeah.
My daughter right now, she will get out the car. She will get out the front seat for only my wife and my
And your
mom.
mom, yeah.
And my stepmom,
Yeah.
like my grandma
Yeah.
or something like that. But anybody else, she's gonna look at you and be like, "Yo, if you
Show
came
ass
to
in
the
the
car
back.
and I was
Yeah.
giving you a ride,"
Yeah.
she'd be like, "Yeah, you got to get in the back."
Hell yeah, I would just get in the back.
So to expound on that, right? Because I agree with you with your answers, like the order. But I have a rule when I drive my car. My kids sit in the front. So my daughter and my son, if I'm picking them up and I'm picking, let's say Donnie up, it's my nephew or
Not
anybody,
talking to Mike, nigga.
anybody.
Yeah, there you go.
My kids sit in the front. Period.
Yeah.
Period.
I mean, regardless
There's a-
of who's in the car. Or?
Yeah,
There's
period.
There's
My
another
kids.
thing though. I also go by like the size of the person. If
Oh
you're
yeah,
a bigger
yeah.
person,
You can't factor that out.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
You
If
do
you
that
pick
a
me
lot,
up with
like-
I
Day
do
Day in
that
the
a lot.
car, I'm telling Day Day to get his monkey
Yeah.
ass in the bag. Yeah,
Yeah.
Day Day,
So-
get your monkey ass in the
so,
bag.
like,
I'm
me-
getting in the
But
front.
that's between you and Day Day.
yeah, me.
I'm telling Day Day, nigga, you don't got to get in the back. I understand I'm picking up Hoodie. That's my uncle. I love him. You're my kid. You ride in the front. If you want to get in the back for him, that's on you.
But like
That's a discussion
when-
y'all gotta have.
Was the
Say
video
my
about?
girl, oh my bad, my girl's driving and I'm in the front seat and we're going to pick up Unc. I'll get out the front seat just so Unc could sit there because he needs more room. I'm fine sitting in the back. I'm not as big
On the
as
plane,
is.
he needs
Yeah,
2 seats.
but
Yeah.
that's why it factors in
A lot
like,
of factors,
size as well.
variables.
Now, so
All right, so we don't even know what I don't know what perspective
said?
she was coming from, so I didn't even watch the video.
She'll explain.
All right,
And I kind of agree with her
Yeah.
a little bit, but still, it's daughter for me first.
let's see what she popping. Let me turn this to the side.
Who comes first, your mom, your daughter, or your wife? Mom, daughter, wife.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh,
Daughter, wife.
he said if I'm on good terms. I guess that
Facts. No daughter, wife, mom.
You could find another wife too. Shit.
Facts.
They say that.
that also depends too if you were raised by your mom only.
Wow,
But here's
I
her view.
guess.
Here's her view.
turn it up just a little bit.
The only appropriate way to raise children with the expectation that their spouse should put them first, and in a stable, loving household with low chance of divorce. And
Yeah.
beyond that, I don't really know how to explain this phenomenon of men and their moms being unhealthily attached at the hip when they are grown up. I actually had a guy tell me once that I will never be as important to him as his mom. Several years into a relationship. And I don't think he meant that,
That
in
depends.
a negative way. I'm glad he had a great relationship with his family. But if you are discerning spending the rest of your life with someone and your mom still ranks on the priority list, then you really aren't ready for the type of commitment that marriage requires, in my opinion.
It's a
Yeah,
fact.
your mom had her marriage.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's
Like,
a fact, man.
it sucks because
So if
that's
a fact,
difficult, man.
It is a fact.
I feel
That's
like
a fact that it's wife first for you.
No, it's a fact. No, because you created something, and I lived my life, and the biological thing of life is
Children come first,
You
regardless.
create something so your DNA can. That's we're wired that we should be like our
Survival and
kids.
continuance.
Our kids come first. I lived
Mhm.
long enough. If
But Pete, you
I
said-
died
what she said
today,
was a fact.
it
That's what I'm
is.
saying.
Which when we're talking about moms and wife, she was talking about a mom and a wife.
And a
If
kid.
you-
All
No,
three.
what she was
No.
specifically just talking about was moms and wives, unhealthy men having an unhealthy relationship where they're putting their mom above their wife.
But I feel like that depends because some people don't have that strong of a bond with the person
With
they're
their wife?
Yeah, with their wife.
Why
than
would
they
you even have a wife?
Or
then?
their mom, though.
I was gonna say either or too, because
Yeah.
that scenario could.
But
run.
why would you even get married if your relationship isn't that great? So,
Very good point.
I mean,
very
'cause my
good
mom-
point.
my
Yeah,
mom is
I
one of
mean,
my-
but you can't choose your mother.
But you're
Either.
You can
Right,
choose
so
your wife
the
though.
person that you're gonna
That's the
settle, the
point.
person that you're settled down with, that you're having children with, right, is the person that you're gonna spend the rest of your life with, not your
by
mother.
choice.
But now, and that's not your mother. No disrespect to our mothers, but the person that I want to live my life with is different from the person that raised me. The person that raised me is most likely going to be the person that's going to tell me, I want you to live your best life. I lived mine.
Yeah.
I want you to live your life, and I want you to put your other half before you put me. You know what I'm saying? So just out of respect, that's an unselfish.
I mean, that's a
wisdom,
healthy
you know?
way for
Wisdom.
a mother to
Yeah,
approach
as
it.
a healthy way. You know what I mean? I'm saying that's not all rainbows and unicorns, but in an idealistic way, a mom is going to be like, I lived my life. You live your life with your other half. I want you to put her first. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, in the reality is this is the reality. Us as parents, we're sacrificing by putting our children first. So if we're putting our children first, what do you think our mother is going to do for us?
that's a fact.
They're going to put her children first.
A healthy,
So then it
a
would
healthy
always go
relationship.
our children, then my mom's children, which
Yep.
is me and my spouse.
Yep.
So it chronologically, that's when it goes. It would go daughter or children, spouse, mother, because mother is going to sacrifice all for all of what is already going on. You know what I'm saying? Just
her
like
children,
just like we're going to do it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So that's
I know
the
my
natural-
daughter is first, and I'm so about protecting and providing for her that I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Like I'm kamikaze for my kids. I always say that. Like I'm gonna go above and beyond,
Fresh out.
go to the end of the earth for them. And with my daughter, it's even more so. Like she has to know what it looks like to have a motherfucker that's willing to die for you on this planet. You know what I mean? I don't expect you to know how to do karate and maybe have your pistol permit to be able to protect yourself. But the man you settle with, you should look at him as a protector, a provider, but someone that will always put you first.
And I feel like that's what she said,
Yeah.
but she said it opposite of what you just said.
Yeah.
She said it based for the spouse.
Yeah.
You're saying it based for the daughter.
Yeah. Because I said my daughter would be first. That's the
Yeah.
order I would go in. And
For
it's
sure.
kind of hard for me to do that because my mom's not here. And my mom was so gangster. She was like always about my wife. Like my wife that I'm with now, like my mom was always about her. Since we was fucking kids.
She knew a good one.
And that's what she told us. Like, oh yeah, he out there doing his stupid young nigga shit. He just don't know that bitch just want him for his money. You be patient, girl. You know what I mean? Like she knew what time it was. She knew who was for me and who was gonna be with me for the rest of my life, even when I couldn't.
Your
see
mom
that
is
shit.
your ride or die.
Yeah.
But
like,
but you don't choose your mother.
yeah.
You choose your wife. That is the biggest difference to me.
Both
I
them
think-
bitches crazy too.
Yeah, I think that's what makes it go daughter, because I'm not choosing anybody over my kids. Like Bree is
Nah.
like I love that girl. Like, well, she's a grown woman now, but love that woman. I'm not choosing anybody over her. But you choose your wife. You don't choose your mother. So that's a big thing. Like,
Well, I mean,
you're gonna
I
spend the rest of your life with somebody.
I have to say, my dad chose the mother for me. That's not my mom.
Yeah.
And he made that choice, and I chose to love her,
Yeah.
just like she chose to love me. So in that situation, I was able to choose a mother
That's real.
that treated me no different than what my mother did, because I was raised by a woman that wasn't my mother.
Yeah.
That I never felt shunned. I never felt unloved. I never felt anything but the love of a mother, and she wasn't my mother. So I chose for her to be my mother, and she chose for me to be her
Like
son.
you had a choice
I
in the matter, because if you chose to reject her, it's like
You see what I'm
I
saying?
don't accept
But-
this.
Word up.
Mm.
Like, I feel like your dad chose
That's what I said. My dad, that's exactly what I said. My dad chose
your
a
dad
mother
chose
for
that.
me that I ended up choosing a mother too.
Yeah,
He
but-
chose the lady, but
I'm speaking from your dad's vantage point. Your dad chose the wife.
I
yeah.
think when you have a stepmother, you do have some choice on whether you accept her
Accept her.
as your stepmother.
That's
It depending on your age too. I've had a couple different stepmothers, and the experience was like, so when you say you basically allowed her to be that, to play that position, even though your dad chose her, it's something that you have the option to reject and rebel against. But I think because he's seen that she was actually a good fit for being a stepmom, he just fell into that position with her.
I'm about to
Most
explain it
people
in
do
a.
too.
I'm about to explain it in a nutshell.
Because I had the opposite at one point. That's
What's
why I
the-
said that.
What's the difference between you and your brother? With me,
which one?
you and your brother with me.
Oh, Andre?
See what I'm saying? It's the same thing. You
Well-
you chose to understand the things that I was trying and what I'm trying to give you. You know what I mean? He had that choice and he chose not.
No, I disagree. I think he was fucked up based on who his mom is and who his dad is. I wasn't fucked up because I had my grandfather that was my dad. So when I met you, it was easier for me to look at you as a father figure and somebody that I could appreciate and love because I had already had it. Dre didn't have that.
I want to say the reason why I was contemplating wife, daughter,
Yeah.
Mom, was because without the wife, she hold everything
You
down.
can't have the
Yeah.
daughter.
She
I'm thinking about my
bathes
wife
him,
right now.
cooks
Like,
him, cooks for him, cleans for him, takes care of him, nurtures him, everything. Like she's
Everything
the
the
anchor.
mom does until you
She's
get
the
to the
double
wife.
anchor of that house. I just go to work and I come home to a clean house,
shit be held down.
food cooked,
Yeah.
laundry done,
Yeah.
and kids happy. So
Yeah.
that's the main reason why I contemplated.
That's some real shit, man.
Yeah.
My wife,
So,
I
it
hate
sounds
folding
like-
laundry.
it
Nigga. She
sounds
be
like the
folding the
con-
fuck out that laundry. I'd be like, God damn, it's something so simple, but to have your food ready for you and the laundry to be like
Yeah.
perfectly folded, even if I got to put it away.
Hung up on hangers, everything.
Nigga, I appreciate that shit so fucking much, man, because I hate.
I don't gotta look for like where my stuff at, where'd
Bro,
it go?
Yeah.
I go
It's
to my
right
son's
here.
house to do laundry. I come home, it's in the bag. I literally leave it in the basket, bro. I don't even fold it to put it away. I can't. Something about just taking it out and folding it. I don't know. It's monotonous or something. It just drives me nuts, bro.
Attention
Can't
to
do it.
detail too. This is crazy.
It sounds like the
Yeah.
consensus. We're gonna go with child, wife, mother.
Yeah.
Yo, I got some funny shit.
Anybody before the child? Anybody?
No.
I don't know.
Nah. I got a funny video. I saved this earlier in the week just to see what you niggas thought about this shit. And this shit is like, to me, it's hilarious, man. But we'll get your opinions on it. And Sir is the only. You're not a little kid, but you're still a kid, okay? So
17.
he said, "Nigga, my."
That nigga
You still a kid, bro.
That nigga said, "I'm about to grease."
He
Nigga,
said-
fuck out of
he
here.
said-
I'm a legal kid.
He said, "My voice deep and all that, nigga."
We might have to move nephew to that couch, and we'll call this the passport area over
Oh
First
shit!
of all, nigga, you
Passport
gonna move,
couch.
You gotta get me up, nigga.
here.
We
Shit.
should play though.
We,
Yeah,
can
you
rent, we
good.
can rent a
You good.
forklift.
I got my passport. Unless that's an inside joke I don't get.
Anything you
Nah,
want.
you're not a regular.
Let me talk to you.
So we the
Oh,
only regulars
okay.
with passports that done has some stickers and stamps. You got stickers and stamps in
I
your
only got
passport.
stamps.
I haven't
They
gone
give me no
nowhere
stamps.
yet.
So then your so you might as well not even have a passport.
No, I'm wanting because I'm gonna go somewhere. I
Yeah,
actually got
what
a
I'm
job
saying-
to make money
but
now.
what I'm saying is what I'm saying is I got stickers and stamps in my passport.
But have you ever been to Greece, nigga?
But listen,
Nah.
Have you ever
I'm
been to Greece?
gonna put my first place I want to go to is Japan. So right now
They love niggas.
I'm working.
Japan is that.
I want to go to Japan, man. I want
I
to try
never
some
been.
ramen.
What?
I just want to enjoy the
They had-
sightseeing, all
Greece
that.
has some ramen spots.
But
Yeah.
I feel like
like Athens,
a-
they have a couple.
They
of
love
them.
Americans
They look
over at
pretty good.
a lot of these
Yeah.
young niggas.
What do you
And I
mean
got-
by
I got a
ramen? What is the
homeboy.
ramen? Like a ramen spot?
Like
Is that
official
like a
ramen.
noodle
Official
spot?
ramen,
Like
like-
real shit. We
like-
eat.
like
the noodles
animated.
right
Oh,
Cat,
yeah.
we got
Oh.
a couple here.
I think.
No,
Like,
We got a couple.
But it's not.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not. It's
Order
not,
in the court. Order in the court.
can we get like a actual like
Gavel.
mallet
Gavel.
instead of just
Gavel.
Gavel.
Yeah.
That nigga said
Now we ain't
Wow.
getting you no fucking mallet.
That nigga said a
Niggas be
mallet,
getting
nigga.
fucked up in
Yeah.
here.
Pop a nigga in the head.
Yo.
We're not gonna break the table. Nigga. We're not
Yo.
doing that.
Order in the court.
So when you say a ramen spot, I'm not familiar with that at all.
So
gotta
ramen,
Like,
so
they just
ramen
make
noodles that we
like, they
have.
make ramen, not
So-
like a.
So explain it.
Maruchan.
Ramen noodles isn't
It's
ramen
not what
noodles.
we get here.
It's not what we
No.
get. So ramen, the concept of it is the same thing.
Yeah.
But you would have a bowl with your noodles, but
Yeah.
then it'd be some type of meat, some type of vegetable, some type of oil,
A boiled
like a
egg.
boiled egg, and certain different types of
Vegetables.
things. So we would call it like pho over here. You know what I mean? From like
Oh,
a
you think they're in a
pho.
Like-
Pho. That's what it's
yeah,
called.
Instant ramen is different from like
ramen,
actual,
yeah.
real.
Like
Because when you
actual-
go to like a ramen spot,
Yeah.
they make the noodles right there.
I
in the
didn't know
store.
that. I didn't know
And
that.
they don't like that packaged season that we eat.
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah.
is like
Death.
death.
Sodium,
Yeah.
death.
Sodium,
man,
the
sodium.
chemicals like preservatives,
Just the
all
noodles
types.
is-
Just
the noodles is
But
fucked
hold
up.
on.
Let me
Yeah.
ask y'all a question. How
noodles,
many of
but
y'all
yeah.
used to fuck them joints up growing up?
that's
I
what
still eat them.
Still
I
do,
eat
nigga.
them. I still eat
I
them.
don't eat them.
I ain't ate
anymore,
noodles.
but
I ain't
yeah.
ate noodles in probably
I
2 or
might
3
eat some when I
years.
get home.
Yeah.
got beef.
Which
It's been
is
about
better?
two,
Y'all
Yeah,
put
yeah.
hot sauce
It's
and
been
butter
about-
in
it's
yours?
been
You
about
ate the
two.
chicken or the
You
beef
gotta
ones?
put hot sauce.
No
on it.
butter?
We got
A little
both.
bit of butter?
Both? Yeah, I was about
I
to
used
say.
to
But
like
which
the
one you
beef.
like
I
more?
don't eat them.
Beef.
Said fuck.
I
You
used to
like
like the Oriental joints though. They call
like
them
the
they
good
call them
fat.
soy
You
now. now.
The
though.
sweet lime
They
chili
call them
used to be
soy.
my
The blue,
shit.
the blue shit.
The blue pack.
Yeah, the
blue
blue
pack.
pack.
Blue
The
pack.
best
Yeah.
joint.
Blue pack.
That's a
Then they
fact.
had then they
too.
had the pink packs. What was that? The shrimp.
shrimp.
Pork.
Shrimp.
Shrimp.
Yeah.
Shrimp was my shit too.
I
but
ate all
yeah,
them
soy.
shit.
Soy.
Nigga.
Ooh,
You know,
like
when I was on vacation
You said what, sir?
When I was younger, like when I
2 years ago.
Yeah, what the fuck is he talking
Talking
about?
about-
Nigga went to Greece and then grew up.
I got a whole hair on my chest now, y'all.
Nigga said when I was
And he
young.
transplanted it there. He
time.
took it from up the top of his head and put it on there.
I'll just say 10 years ago, when I would hang out at my grandma's house and we would make ramen,
Yeah,
and I'd throw the chicken in there, then
yeah.
I'd throw some cheese in it, and melt it.
Yeah, the cheese.
That nigga sound like he been in the county.
That nigga
though.
don't
That's what I was about to say.
That sounds some county
You know what I mean? You
blues.
throw some.
You whip that shit up and
Just
put that
kinda-
bitch together.
Because I
Word
used
up.
to make it,
Yeah.
and then I would put the cheese in, throw it back in the microwave for like 10 seconds,
Let it
melt
chill
the
out.
cheese, and then
That shit.
mix
Did
it.
y'all think the cup noodles were better? Or
Nah, I
Nah.
didn't, but I those are the last noodles that I've eaten, the cup joints,
Yeah.
because it did have like the little fake
veggies.
veggies.
The peas.
You swore you eat healthy when you like
Frozen
5
ass
peas.
I ain't like them shits because
Dehydrated.
you don't get them to the end, bro. They be
Yeah.
all at the bottom and shit. You
Yeah.
get
Gotta
them
fight
juice.
for them.
You gotta drink all the water just to get the
hard
rest of the
ass
noodles out.
hard ass
Niggas
peas.
had a
It's like,
strategy.
Am I eating a button? A
Yeah.
shirt button? Like what the
You
fuck is
chewed the
this
fuck
shit?
out that pea though,
Yeah,
and that
yeah.
carrot,
Fuck
that
them
little
shits
hard
up.
ass carrot.
Scraping the ball,
Nigga.
scraping the cup to get them shit.
Damn, son.
Damn.
I like the corn personally.
Yeah.
corn
I ain't
was
gonna lie.
bad.
I'm a corn dude too. Like that shit crazy. What's that? That's you made this?
No, that's ramen. That's
I was
what
about to say, nigga, you going through some cooking changes. This shit look.
But I
good
feel like
now.
it's
Where's
like
this
the
at,
way
a
they
Chinese
make it
spot?
out here.
Get the
They
fuck
got
out
one
of
in
here.
Ithaca
What's the
that's
name of
called
the-
Maru.
I've been
Maru.
there.
Yeah, that's my shit.
I tried the katsu ramen
Okay.
with the pork slices over the bowl.
Okay.
Oh man, that was fire.
At Maru?
Yeah,
Yeah, Maru is dope. They got one in Ithaca.
Ithaca?
It's called Maru Ramen.
yeah.
Yo, we might have to go up there.
Yeah. I think we should.
It's good.
Why don't we make a
I'm
trip?
gonna go
My
with the
headphones ain't on.
DEI
Ethiopian
shit. We
spice.
soon we can
Yeah.
go up there.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
Maru.
I
Maru.
told you
Maru.
just
Yeah,
left
yeah.
the
Yeah.
joint too. Like
And
I'm
then now
like,
they got one out here, the Thai bubble cheese.
It's not. It's not.
You haven't tried the ramen?
Nah, it's not. But I know people that has.
Thai
so,
bubble tea.
yeah.
Where's that at?
That right next to
It's
what's
at
that?
the mall.
No,
Oh.
not the mall. It's next to
By the mall.
by what's that one? So you could buy guns at?
Up
Oh,
there by
the,
the
Sporting goods.
Sportsman.
The sportsman.
Yeah, Sportsman Warehouse. I said
Yeah.
Sporting
Okay,
Goods.
so they way over there in the
What the
plaza.
fuck is
Yeah.
that shit called?
I don't
Any of you
even
guys
know.
been to that hibachi out here
I like
Yeah.
that.
The one hibachi over there. What is it?
by
Kyoto.
Verizon?
Kyoto.
Kyoto.
We
Kyoto.
just went there
Right.
for Trey's birthday. That shit was good.
I
man.
like the
Like,
way I like how they be putting the onion in there, lighting it
Yeah.
on fire.
Yo, you know what's funny? The dude was going around with the little
The duck?
liquid shit,
or the baby
sake.
like the like
Sake.
sake.
sake. Yeah,
Did it
so
have the baby on it though? It looked like
I
he
didn't
was
pay
peeing.
attention.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe that's why they was looking crazy.
Yeah.
Because I was like celebrating my nephew's birthday,
You
right?
said huh?
Yeah. Yo, even my wife was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And all his little homies was over there laughing and shit. I was like, I don't even give a fuck, man.
And then
But-
they start throwing the veggies in your mouth.
I didn't go that far. I just got the sake, but I felt and seen how
Weird.
everybody was looking at me, and my wife hit me like, "Babe, what the fuck are you doing?" Because she kind of gangster too. Like, nigga, that shit is not a good look.
No, it is alcohol.
I was
Should've
just trying. I was just trying
recorded
to be
that
like festive though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nigga, I'm gonna
yo,
take that.
let's change
I'ma
the
ta-
subject.
I'm gonna
Fuck
take that
this shit.
sake, go outside and beat your ass.
That nigga Cap took.
Fuck you talking about, nigga? Oh, you want to talk about me some sake? Come outside, bitch.
Nigga Cap took
Your
off his
mouth, you
shirt.
gangster, nigga.
Nigga Cap took off his shirt. Started.
That nigga turned into the Incredible Bulk after that shit. Like, nigga, I squatted 495 today.
I really didn't know, bro. I did.
Nigga, Cap,
I was just trying to have
listen,
fun with my
this is my
nephew and
thing.
his
Nigga water,
All that
listen,
other shit,
sake
bro.
dripping all over
All that
your
other-
mouth.
Did you enjoy yourself?
I did.
So fuck all that
I
other
had
shit,
fun.
cause nigga,
It didn't
you
even
wanna
see. It
you
didn't
wanna
even
talk some
register.
shit? Come outside, I'll beat your ass.
Yeah.
I did that shit before.
Yeah.
I did it too. I'm
I
not
did
gonna
it
lie.
before.
I
Word
can't
up,
even
man,
cap.
fuck that
Yeah.
shit.
I did it
I took
before,
my daughter
but-
there for her birthday,
Yeah.
February.
Yeah.
And he was going around with it. I said, whatever.
Yeah, like fuck
Word
it.
up.
That's
I
what
did
I
it
did.
before.
If I go there with my
Yeah.
family, I'm catching the
Yeah, 'cause
vegetables.
I'm trying to be
and all that
amused.
shit.
I'm
Nah, I
trying
ain't doing it no
to. I'm
more.
trying to
I
get
don't
everybody
Nobody
into the
got a
mood,
thing.
having a
I'm
fun
having a good
vibe.
time with
and
my
yeah,
family.
I felt great just being out there with them. So I didn't think about no
I
weird shit.
don't feel
at
no
all.
type of way with
I
none
did
of
it the
that
first time. I won't do it ever again. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna be honest.
shit. P said I enjoyed it too much.
Yeah, yeah. So he got it all on my chin.
Bro, that shit
He said
dripping.
it was on my face. It was dripping.
That shit didn't feel right. It didn't feel
Nigga
right.
went home feeling violated out that
He
motherfucker.
told me to open my mouth
Yo.
and he got it on my
This
face.
nigga felt like Kanye.
That nigga, yeah. Oh,
Oh,
That deserved
shit.
the
No
button.
Diddy, no Diddy.
Yo, you gotta
Where is
drop
the
a
no
bomb or
Diddy?
Yeah,
something.
that
No
deserved the
Diddy
button
button.
right there.
Yo.
We don't got a bomb one.
Damn.
There's something in that
Where's
bitch.
the no Diddy button?
Yeah,
Oh, no,
I
man.
feel what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that
Like,
I can't even know Diddy that.
I mean,
What
you
y'all
know,
think about it? That's
no
a good
Kanye.
segue. Like,
no Kanye.
no Kanye, no.
Kanye.
No
I
Kanye.
think he was telling the truth.
I do, man.
Yeah, he-
Because that's a
Who gonna
definite.
make up?
Wait,
Somebody?
did he say that his
He said
cousin
that.
was
cousin-
dead, or is he still
He's-
alive, or he's in
He
prison?
was
or-
in jail, prison.
Yeah.
Yeah, prison.
So that would be a defamation suit if that was false, and to be a billionaire.
He not
if-
dead.
What I'm saying
cousin.
is, if he was lying,
Yeah.
and his cousin was like, "Oh, you're lying, you're fucking up my life," because
Yeah, you
people
can sue
think,
the nigga.
then he could sue him.
Instantly rich.
Yeah,
But I mean, it don't really make a difference because even if it was true, depending on the type of person that man is,
yeah.
he gonna say it's not true just to get that bread.
Mhm.
But
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
who's
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
say, you know, me and my cousin was doing these things to each other from the time we were 7, 8 years old until I was a teenager. You know what I mean? I was sucking my
13.
cousin off from
that just
you know
sounds
8
crazy,
until
man.
13.
But he ain't say no names though on this shit. So
Why do you
can't
think
really
he
sue.
came out and said that?
He ain't
Like,
say no names. In
oh, he didn't specify.
Maybe he
anything?
was
he didn't say a
fighting it
name. He
in
just
his
said,
head?
but they had
Think
old
about the nigga in
interviews.
prison.
They got old interviews saying like
Yo.
a cousin, some old shit.
Come out, he's like,
Or his
That
wife.
nigga, I'm
His
Kanye,
wife.
Kanye, my cousin.
He did just
Kanye,
get
my
left
cousin.
again by the Bianca girl, right?
Oh, he did.
Yeah, they're not together.
I don't know about that. I'm not sure.
No,
Oh, shit,
they broke
imagine-
up.
I know they was married.
Yeah,
not too long ago.
I mean, shit.
So they probably. Oh yeah, they were in the process of
Yeah,
divorce, and they
getting
were
divorced.
having divorce proceedings.
Imagine what your wife would do if you told her, "Yeah, baby, I was sucking a dick." She
yeah.
probably would leave too. Like,
Damn,
motherfucker, what
that's
you
wicked.
mean?
Nigga, y'all heard this song?
That's crazy,
y'all,
son.
Y'all heard this song?
Nah, I ain't hear the
No.
song.
I gave it to niggas in the
I'm
we was
good.
at the gym. I gave niggas the link for the shit. It's like
Nah,
this
yeah, we
thing.
listened to it.
I didn't want to hear it.
I'm good.
Nah, it's basically bleeped out. It was on.
He got that shit on his workout playlist.
Word, nigga, hard.
Nigga just hit 300
Nigga, I was
pounds
going-
of that song.
nigga, I was
Nigga.
going I was going hard.
You can't say hard.
take.
You
Said,
can't
yeah,
say hard.
yo,
Diddy,
no,
nigga.
no
Go on.
Kanye.
Nah, going hard, nigga.
Yeah.
Pun
No,
intended.
it's not even no Diddy no
Pun-
more.
pun was
Damn.
intended.
Yo, and since we can we segue to the Diddy shit, because I ain't gonna lie, the beginning of the week, I was starting to feel like maybe Diddy didn't do half the shit they said he did.
Going to trial soon.
Now, yes, he beat Cassie ass. Yes, he a freaky ass nigga. But do you really think he actually sexually trafficked all those people? Maybe he did one or two. But out of all the motherfuckers that came at us,
I mean, it's just like
Probably
Cosby.
not.
You know, do I think that he
Whoa.
gave a couple people one of them Quaaludes?
yeah, I think he did.
but not 63
Not,
of them
yeah,
bitches.
not 150
I'm
of
just
these
saying,
motherfuckers.
like, you know, I'm not saying that. I'm not. We don't know what goes on in that type of. Now, in this room, let's
Yeah.
just be real. Specifically, I can say us three.
P is the freak in the
But
room.
what I'm saying is specifically, I can say
Look at
us
him.
three.
69
I'm talking about,
yards.
I'm talking about we've been in the streets.
Yeah.
And so we've gotten to a certain amount of bread, and it allowed us to do and be a certain type of person in certain situations.
IRS, no, I haven't.
I'm talking
I'm
about
gonna tell
years
my
ago.
auntie,
ago.
You better get to the story.
But I'm just saying, years ago. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I can only imagine that with Diddy type of bread,
Oh,
what kind of different
what
things,
kind of power comes
what kind
with
of
it
different
and-
things. So I'm not saying that he's
Yeah.
innocent.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that he's, you know, he did all that. Just like I said.
I just feel like it's weird how they like the media, because I believe some weird shit has happened, but like with that baby oil shit, like for you to throw the baby oil out there like it's actually some hard evidence. And then
Because-
you have the whole
But why would
world,
you have
not just the
that
country,
much
you have the
baby oil?
whole world looking down on them because of that. That's like some manipulative.
But that's the black.
bias.
people.
What about the
That's
Meek
the
Mill?
black pe-
The Meek
that's
Mill
oh
black-
my
joint.
god!
But that's the black
Not him
people
getting
shit.
clapped.
I think
You know why? You know why?
that audio shit was
Hold on.
crazy, bro.
I think it's the money, 100%. But I think it's different from what you was talking about. I think he has so much money and he's done so much, he doesn't know what to do next. So why not?
And they
do
said he was a
this?
drug addict too.
Or even the Justin
do
Bieber
that,
thing when
you
he
know
gave
what
him
I
that
mean?
car.
Yeah.
Like, why not do this? Why not
Even
do
when
this?
If you
said
ever
ask
see
Fab
Diddy
and Jada,
interviews,
you wanna
though,
go-
he did have weird ass
He
energy,
did.
bro.
He
Like,
did.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
I seen those.
Remember he
He
called
has
Fab
some
and Jada
weird ass-
daddy or
Yeah.
something?
he
Yeah.
got some
Like,
weird ass energy, bro. Like, you know what I mean? He probably was on a lot of drugs, man. Like drugs,
Yeah.
and you know what I mean? Like, even if you rich, you got a
Niggas
lot of
that-
you got a lot of motherfucking niggas got a lot of
Look at Michael Jackson.
PTSD, whatever the fuck you have.
First of all, watch him
Don't
out.
disrespect Mike.
What I'm
Yeah,
saying
watch
is,
him out.
Oh, he
what
tried
I'm-
to throw the.
But what I'm
Nah,
saying is,
yeah.
what I'm saying is he was doing whatever that he was doing that shit, right?
Drugs.
All
yeah.
I'm saying, he was doing
Watch
some
I
type
believe
of
they
Diddy
was
was
just trying to
what
make
Diddy
stories
was
about him
doing,
because
I
he was
think,
such a
pills.
big person.
But what I'm saying
didn't
is
do that.
those type of people who have that type of money and who can't, we take for granted being able to go to the movies. We take it for granted being able to go to Walmart.
These niggas got
Those
movie
type of
theaters
people,
in their
they
house.
can't do none of that shit. But it's not the same though. I want to take my shorty on a date and go do regular type shit that they can't do. So sometimes they lean towards a world that will take them in a new world because they get so high that they're not feeling
That's what I just said. They
themselves.
just got so much
And
money, so much
And a
power.
lot of rich niggas, I'm gonna end my
Besides
take
Mike,
on this shit. A lot of rich niggas.
Yeah, besides Michael. Leave that nigga alone. He made Thriller.
they try to take him down multiple times.
Best song of all time.
A lot of rich niggas are out there in the game. Got a lot of fucking trauma too. You could be a rich niggas and niggas
You know what
is
Dirty Diana
doing some fucked up
He just
shit.
said Dirty Diana. You
Doing
know
some
what Dirty
fucked up
Diana is? It's because Diana Ross was fucking Michael Jackson as a kid, nigga.
I don't know.
Dirty
I don't.
Diana.
Yeah,
That's what you say.
I understand. I understand what you're
Nigga.
saying, but and then his dad did a lot of shit to him too. You know that was
Hell yeah,
that
he
was
did.
report that was reported. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of niggas, and then you get rich. You know what I'm saying? And you got trauma, man. And now
Yeah.
you have access of money, so you can start doing
Hold on,
some
Pete.
fucked up shit
Hold on,
to
Pete.
people
speak on
because
it.
you ain't never take care of that trauma that you got.
To
you know?
speak exactly on what you're talking about. So back in the day, the Jackson 5 used to perform at strip clubs. Mike was 11, 12 years old, performing next to naked bitches, pussy everywhere, titties everywhere.
I never
Mike-
heard that one.
Yeah, that's a
crazy.
fact.
Oh
It's a
shit!
fact.
I never. I never
It was
knew
in the
that.
Michael Jackson
I'm
movie
the biggest
too.
I never
Michael
knew
Jackson
that
fan in the
shit.
world,
Yeah.
bro. The biggest.
I was
Hold
Not
on,
bigger than
hold
my
on.
aunt.
But hold on.
Bigger.
But hold on.
She
I
got
knew
a
that, but
Who
yeah.
took you to
Pepsi
Michael
can
Jackson house?
with
though?
Michael Jackson
You
on
did.
it.
Who took
older
you to
than-
2300 Jackson Street?
You did.
We
That's why
went
I
to
love it.
2300
So go ahead,
Jackson Street.
go ahead,
Gary,
go ahead,
Indiana.
nephew. What you were saying?
So,
Finish
like
what you were saying.
that type of fucking trauma to a child, like who's
Yeah,
not sure what his sexuality is and not sure about certain things, but you see naked bitches on a regular because you're performing where bitches is popping pussy. That's crazy.
yeah, it is.
Well, I mean, I
trauma.
think
That's trauma.
you know,
That's
environment
traumatic
plays a
shit.
part in all of that type of shit.
Traumatic shit.
And you got to think about, like I said, and I'm not being funny, and it's accusations. But if you go through the interviews, how Mike talked about Diana, how Diana talked about Mike at a young age,
You
and
got
there's a lot of
touched.
videos
He
that
literally
saying.
tried to look like her.
But what I'm saying is we don't know what may have happened. And at a young age, if those things are happening to you at a young age, you think that this is what it's supposed to be like. So you continue on that cycle. So a lot of times when we talk about predators and they talk about these different things, it's fucked up and it's nasty and it's terrible as
Higher
that is.
probability that you've been abused yourself.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes,
So you're
yes.
just doing to you're doing to someone what someone did to you.
Statistically, the people that have been abused are more likely to
abuse.
become an abuser, and that's
Yeah.
just statistically. That's how the human brain works. You know what I'm saying?
Facts, but but look back on it, you're like shit. Like this guy lived a life where nobody in this room couldn't fathom. Like
And
you're
he
dead.
did, and he was moving weirdly.
Let's just say that the white kids that he got ain't his motherfucking kids. God damn, can we say that?
just a little weird shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't get how he bleached his skin and stuff, but how his kids come out white.
Because they ain't
they're
his
his
kids.
kids.
That is confusing.
They're not his.
Well,
I mean,
they living
they're
like they
his.
is. They got that money like they is.
Mhm.
They
Yeah, because
you know
he
what I mean?
claimed them. But I mean, that shit don't. That don't mean a goddamn thing, bro. Them kids ain't his, bro.
But he did.
I mean, they're not
You
his,
don't stick a
they're
black
not his
dick
blood.
in a white woman and come out
They're
with
not
all
his
white
blood
kids.
children.
He might have gave his DNA though. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, but still,
You
P. At
don't
the end
stick
of the
a
day,
black dick in a white woman.
That doesn't mean
and
he
come
gave
out
that-
with all white kids.
He might have gave his DNA.
but his DNA is
You're
black,
not
P.
listening. Brad Pitt's
yeah, but
black.
the
Look
skin,
at me.
the skin.
But
you're half
I'm
black.
white.
You're
But you
half
half
black.
white.
I'm half white. His kids.
And you
But what
fuck
I'm
a
saying-
white,
his mom
a white
is white,
woman,
right?
But
right?
but
So
Michael
your kids
Jackson's
are
100% black.
75% white.
My
Mike is
dad is
100
100% black.
Yeah,
Yes,
but your mom
Mike
is white.
is 100%
Oh,
black.
his kids was from what?
His kid,
A white woman, right?
yeah.
Maybe.
So
This-
my mom is white. My dad is black, right? So I'm the same as Michael Jackson's kids.
No.
My
Yes.
dad is 100% black. My mom is 100% white.
Mike's kids aren't black at all. They're not his.
I'm trying to I'm getting reality. So you got a black man and a white woman and have kids. I don't know what his kids look like today, if they have black features or
Nah,
not.
they're not. There's no black features
They're
at all.
small lips, white with blue eyes, man.
Yeah, they're white.
Really?
They're white folks.
Damn. Yeah, I don't know. I can't tell you.
Plus, you can't name a nigga Blanket, bro.
That don't mean anything, man. What
Fuck
you
outta
name
here.
your kid.
Nigga, I
Like,
know a
that's
nigga
crazy.
named Pookie.
Blanket?
Pookie?
This nigga's name is Blanket.
Yeah, he was doing weird
Pookie?
shit, man. He was doing weird
He
shit.
held that little kid over the crocodile over the jump.
Yeah, you don't do that to your own flesh
I mean-
and blood, bro. You don't hold a nigga over a fucking
That
like
nigga held him over the
6-story.
balcony, nigga. Like, here, look
That's
at
like
this baby.
that wasn't no 2-story. That was like a
was up
5-story
there.
too. He was like a 5-story
But can
balcony.
you imagine
nigga.
being that famous where you can't go outside? You
But that
can't
was a baby,
leave.
bro. That was like still in the onesie, moving around, nigga, like with a onesie, and you hold
Had him
this
like
nigga
this,
over
like
the
Simba,
shit.
nigga.
But
Had him
that's
like,
what I- but that's- but
that's
something,
what I'm saying, some weird
But
shit.
that's the point of what I was saying is the fact that when you reach Michael Jackson status,
which nobody's ever
you,
reached.
you know what I'm saying? Like when you
Never.
reach status like that, you know what
That's
I
why they
mean?
killed him.
Michael Jordan status.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when
Muhammad
you-
Ali.
Muhammad Ali status.
Tiger Woods when he was at his peak.
Yeah.
too.
You know what I'm saying?
Tiger Woods.
Like when you reach that status,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You
like,
no longer live a
that's-
normal life.
you no
that's
longer-
God level. That's
Yeah,
God.
and
That's
so-
God.
so-
you reach God.
So your life is so different.
Yeah, that's God
because you
level.
can't, like I said, you can't do anything, bro.
Yeah.
You can't even go to a fucking restaurant. and
Beatles,
eat.
Beatles.
You got to
Beatles
be
and
like,
shit.
all right, well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy out all the tables, shut the restaurant down for 3 hours. That's not
Yeah.
really a
That's what you gotta
date.
do, yeah.
That's not a
what you gotta
date.
do.
I want to go on a date and talk to my wife, and other people are doing their thing, and you know what I'm saying? Like that's semi-regular. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
that's the type
But-
of shit motherfuckers see you in the road. I mean, see you in the road, they motherfuckers was fainting. Them niggas was like, they seen
But
Jesus.
I still
That's
feel
why I think Mike.
out of
my
all
bad,
of them,
Mike,
Mike had the most
yeah, Mike,
status.
yeah.
because
He could move half the world off,
Mike, like
He's
he
too
said,
powerful.
over half the world.
when you make Chinese niggas pass out,
Yeah.
you're something special, nigga.
You making
You're
motherfuckers
you
faint.
might be Jesus.
They was fainting. I seen
That's
that
why they
shit.
took him out.
I have the whole 1992 Munich concert on DVD. The whole Munich joint. The Dirty Diana with the nigga. He's in the fucking
He had too much
lift.
influence.
He's in the lift.
They say the
They
Beatles
didn't
was
like
like
that.
that. too. You watch old shit too.
Yeah,
they
yeah,
was
they
up
was.
there. The Beatles
Yeah,
was
but
like
not
that
not
too.
like there's nothing.
Nothing compares to Mike.
There's nothing.
Yeah,
there's
globally,
never
like
been-
world, like in the
Worldwide.
world. Yeah.
He had
Yeah.
too much influence. That's why they took him out.
Word. Cap, you got a
Nah,
funny
he took
video?
himself out.
Yeah.
No, the
Excuse
doctor
me.
took him out.
My
I'm
bad.
sitting
Cap.
here one of those about.
See you over there.
My
Scrolling.
bad. Cap.
Yeah, I got now. I'm
Had
sitting
that
here
video.
doing what I got a
Yeah.
couple. One I wanted to play just to break up the mood a little bit. The next one is going to be a funny one, and I wanted Sir to be in the room when I played it, just because it was related to like kids.
How he doing?
And I'm looking for. He went to the bathroom, looking for a Carmelo Anthony video. Just because last week I wanted to get into the comments of the Carmelo Anthony video, and we never got into the comments because I wanted to show the racial divide on any video related to, you know, the white kid, Austin Metcalf, getting killed by the black kid, Carmelo Anthony. You dive into the comments and it's like World War III in that motherfucker.
You know,
Bad.
that's the hard part is like we said before, our country is so racially motivated, and you know, they want to blame it on the black people, but
Just
and as a
brown
black
niggas.
person, I'm not sticking up for us. I just want to make that clear. but I feel like us as a culture are more accepting of other things than other people. You know, because if you think about it, the world really is only 7% white. So, you know, how does that 7% of the white
but America's
folk,
87.
Nah, not even close.
Not that. Not much.
You're
No,
bugging.
America's like 87.
You're,
No, it's not.
no, it's
No,
not.
Are you talking about the
Not even
situation where the
close.
black kid got jumped? And
It's
he-
like the
and he
white
whipped
right
the
now.
knife
It's like
out,
close to
yeah,
maybe 60%.
and he killed the dude.
I wouldn't even say it was 60%. I
I'd say
think white
60.
people are a minority. in our
Not yet.
country.
Not yet. Like about 5 years, I think they said. Like 5 years, 5 to 7 years.
But
See
yeah,
nothing but
it
white
was
people.
that situation, but the kid didn't get jumped. It was like a situation where he got approached, hands put on him somewhat, and it was just a weird ass situation, man. Cause
Did you see the video about his dad?
yeah.
That was crazy. When his dad hit that dude with that, that was nuts.
So he
I
was just
like,
supposed
yo,
to let that
salute.
happen? Is
That's
that
the
what-
hard
to his
part.
dad, bro.
Very good question, because it's like, nephew, what was you saying?
I was saying salute to
Buddy.
his dad for like putting that dude in his place.
Yeah, he
like,
did, he
You're
did.
the problem.
Yeah.
Who's the
No
problem?
race. So
So
one
the white people are Jetta, you put the video. I think that was in the Instagram though, right? Matter of fact, I know that one's on YouTube. It's so easy.
It was in the,
white people make
the
up
text-
75%.
text group.
Was it a YouTube
America.
video?
No,
Or?
58.9.
It's 75. I got it
I
right
think
here.
it's Instagram.
I'm what?
I'm gonna find it real
The
quick.
census, nigga.
In 2022, the U.S. was more diverse than it was
I'm
in
looking at
2010.
2024. It's 75%.
In 2022, the white non-Hispanic group made up 58.9% of the population compared with 63.8 in 2010.
Got it.
Got it.
Yep. Let's check this shit out, man. Pretty deep.
I'm on census.gov, nigga.
Hold on.
You don't tell me, Pete.
Turn it up just a little bit, please.
Oh, there go nephew.
Jeff, first of
That's
all,
fucked
my
up.
entire
Hold on,
heart
yeah.
rests in your hands. I would be in my position, and not even if somebody even knew your son, but somebody that shares the same understanding. I grew up
Is
in
the
a
headphone
situation where
icon
my wife
highlighted?
too, and I grew
You got to
up
take the
here in my
headphone
life, but
icon
I'm
off
not-
in audio.
Is that the one who gunned down?
No, that's not Kyle Rittenhouse.
Oh.
Oh shit. I guess not, nigga. He looked at me like, "Are you sure?"
It's just
Nah, turn. Yeah, my
Y'all
bad.
hear what he's saying though?
And your voice could be
Let me
one
bring
of
it
the
back.
loudest voices in this country, but you've chosen to recoil out of fear and continue the suppression. Why will you not stand with me and with the rest of the people? We're not calling for racial divide. We're not calling for hatred. We're saying 350,000 attacks on white people by black people a year in this country is wrong. Why can't you stand that and say with us with that? Maybe you can. Would you be willing to stand by me in a press conference or in an individual interview and talk about this issue that is larger than Austin at this point? God rest the beautiful young man's soul that would have been one of our strongest voices if he was still alive today.
Yeah, I think that was it right there.
No, he said,
Oh
can I
no,
talk?
my bad.
Dad comes in.
That's called white guilt. No, there's not.
You take my son's face off your website. I am not associated with you.
You're creating more Austin Metcalfs with your weakness, sir. You are creating more Austin Metcalfs with your weakness.
Damn, that's deep.
So the
man.
white dad
Shout out
was
to that
mad.
dad.
Strong
Yeah,
father,
bro.
man.
The white dad was mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
They trying
so
to start some
what would you call them? Like a
white
white
nationalists.
nationalist group was
White power.
using that issue when we were talking about the white kid that got killed by the black student.
Say his name.
Austin
What's his-
Metcalf.
Austin Metcalf.
Austin
Respect.
Metcalf.
Respect
No,
on
so-
that.
Austin
yeah.
Metcalf. My bad. I
Austin
didn't know
Metcalf.
the
No,
name.
I got you.
I didn't know the name.
I'm just saying, you know what I mean?
He
Like,
was
you know,
killed.
God bless that man. You know what I mean?
Rest
Yeah.
in peace. He was killed by the black student. What was
Carmelo
his name?
Anthony.
Carmelo Anthony.
Not the basketball player.
So this white supremacist group tried to use the killing of the kid Metcalf
Racial divide.
to be like, yeah, get behind us. The father of the kid was
Austin.
like, Austin
Yeah.
Austin.
was like, nah, I want no parts of your movement. You know
Good
what I'm
man.
saying? So that's dope.
Very
Because
good man.
my only point was when I heard the white supremacists say,
I was a young white 17-year-old.
not even that, black kids, black people killed,
350,000.
beat up. How many
350,000.
How many white kids beat up their own 300? I guarantee it would be more than 300. The violence happens regardless of race.
I gotta go.
So he tried to use that. I was gonna say if they have a statistic, I guarantee there's a white on white crime is more than black on white crime.
It has to be. There's more of them.
I gotta give me 20 seconds. I got to rant real quick. I'll send that shit right back to you, bro.
I'm done.
People always talk about black on black crime. People always every crime is race on race when you live around the motherfuckers that look like you.
Yeah.
All right? So white on white crime is like 82%. It's something crazy. Most white crime is done by white people. When you live next to people who look like you,
it's not like you go outside of where you live to find it.
Exactly,
you know what I mean? Like
bro.
Word up,
the
nigga.
environment.
That's what
niggas gonna shoot a nigga in Duisburg. We ain't gonna go all the way to West Elmira Street.
That was
gonna
my
shoot a
point.
motherfucker.
That's why I wanted to piggyback off what she was saying. It's like everybody talks about black on black crime, but
it sounds good.
It sounds good.
It sounds good when you
niggas-
say a black person hit a white person or a white person killed the black person. It sounds good.
Niggas
to
live next
people
to
that
niggas, bro.
believe what you want to. The message that you're trying to say.
I want to know why they was trying to compare him to the white boy though with the AR who walked.
They weren't.
No, they were.
They were. There was a comparison.
Kyle Rittenhouse. Kyle Rittenhouse. There was a lot of all over the internet.
All
I mean,
over.
it was
I don't think
everywhere.
That was comparable.
So that's kind
Similar.
of with the comments. I keep telling them like a lot of these videos that are on YouTube. I just dive into the comments. That's what I've seen in like almost every video.
Yeah.
Kyle Rittenhouse, this, and then it was just all types of crazy.
They
shit.
saying that basically he got bail and they wasn't as strict when he came out with
a 17-year-old with an AR though.
Yeah.
That cross state lines.
Cross state lines. That if he never mind.
Imagine if that was one of us, bro.
I was just gonna say that.
Nigga.
His
if that was a black person that crossed that same state line with that same AR,
Going to the feds, bro.
But you can look up. I think I posted it to the thing. Maybe not. I will post it if I didn't.
Yeah.
You can look up white dude, black dude. Same, no felonies, no misdemeanors, same crime. White dude got 2 years probation, 6 months in the county. Black dude got 12 years in prison.
But I saw that
Some
people are arguing that it's not comparable. That
White people.
know which one was better than the other.
It's not, but it's white people that don't understand. Sorry, it's not white people. It's Trump supporters and far right people that don't understand that.
I would say it's people. I mean, because that's another divisive thing. That if you allow it to be divisive, it is, but it just doesn't apply down the line like that. You know who Candace Owens is?
Yeah.
So she was like one of the biggest. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like, so she was supporting him to a point where she felt like rationally it didn't make sense to support him. And it's not like it made less sense before. It's just she had more reason to support him.
She's fine.
Now she has less reason to support him based on the irrational shit that he's doing to the country. So that line has been created. And if you actually have a brain that thinks logically, you're going to feel damn near the same way. Like, yo, I don't care what you say your end goal is. You're fucking shit up. And it's clear to see that.
Yeah. I don't know if this is true or not, but I seen a post of a school putting up segregation signs. It said whites only over here.
What was y'all talking about? Wasn't we talking about
that's against federal law though? That like what Trump did actually can't supersede the Constitution, which is an amendment.
Yeah.
He just has guidance where he's saying take down segregation as like it's not law.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's not what he's saying.
What was the motivation behind him even tapping into the segregation shit at all?
So what Trump is trying to say is DEI is racist based on the principles of DEI.
Yeah.
So you're gonna hire people who are different looking and black or woman or transgender.
To level the playing ground.
Basically saying white people were
Yes.
not included in DEI, so it's racist.
So but no. You could be white. You could be transgender.
Women.
You could be gay. You could be a woman.
White women are actually the one that benefited most off of the DEI.
That's a fact.
It's white women.
But is it true he also is taking away a bunch of like colored holidays?
That's
Like,
what we spoke
Martin
on it. I don't
Luther-
know if it's
Yeah.
a fact.
Martin Luther
I
King.
know it
That's
got
part of the
removed
DEI.
from
That's
the
part of the
So he
DEI.
didn't take away the holidays.
away
Black
from it.
History
But
Month,
what he
stuff
did is-
like that.
some of the
So
things,
what he
like,
did, was he took so they had there was in Washington D.C. they had monuments based on certain black events and black things. He destroyed those monuments.
He destroyed them.
Yeah,
But he also put a bunch in too, though.
you know. So the hard part
Play
is
devil's advocate.
the hard part is we're only looking at what he takes away. And I'm not saying that all of it was bad.
Yeah.
I'm not saying all of it was good neither.
Yeah.
I think the hard part is we have our outlook on it and how we see things.
Yeah.
He has his outlook and how he sees things. And whether we agree to disagree or not, the hard part is he didn't take everything away,
Yeah.
but he put some stuff too. But how it looks
But
of
Hoodie-
what he did makes it look a little
it's
weird.
more. It's
Hold on,
more
hold on,
than.
hold on,
It's more.
hold on,
It's
hold on,
more. It's
Pete,
more
Pete,
about
hold
that.
on,
It's
hold
more.
on.
It's about what he's
You can
doing.
have- you
It's
can
about
have
what he's
objective-
actually
Let's make it
Hold on,
easy
Pete.
for one individual to talk. I mean, it takes a lot of emotional discipline to be willing to listen to someone else talk and then wait your turn, regardless of who's speaking. You know what I mean?
Go ahead.
It's an objective fact that what he's doing is benefiting the richest people in the world and not benefiting the rest of us.
So what I was
It's
I was
objective.
specifically
It's a fact.
speaking. I was specifically speaking
To race,
to
yes.
to,
what he's
to
doing to
the
black
to the black monuments. I'm not talking about none of that. That wasn't even the conversation. We were talking about specific black monuments. So what you're saying has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
So we'll still have those holidays then, like Martin Luther King Jr. Day,
Yes.
Yeah, you're gonna have
Yes.
to.
Black History Month,
Yes.
Cinco de Mayo.
Yes.
What
I mean, Trump posted Cinco de Mayo. He said Trump has
Yeah.
the best taco bowls and
But that's what
But he is doing a lot of things that is against black
Black
communities.
Yeah.
DEI, but it's not only about DEI, but it's a lot of things like putting it like on federal websites, taking like removing history, black history off of federal
websites and stuff like
websites,
that.
off
Yeah.
So
like
as subtle as it may seem, it still
That's
is
a big
effective.
thing. Yes.
Yeah.
Of what we get to teach our kids. Like we're growing up
Because
in
the kids might not see it as being that big of a deal because
They
they're
don't
in their
know.
own worlds and they
Yes.
don't know the history of it and how we're just used to it being a part of our natural upbringing. So if it's removed, it won't be a part of the future upbringing.
So if you remove that history, that like you can't like we can't live life and our history has already been whitewashed.
Yeah.
Through it, like you know what I'm saying. I was just watching something the other day. I don't mean to get off kind
Nah,
of
do your
topic
thing.
about Egypt and how they were telling people Egypt, the
Ain't you been
Egyptians.
to Egypt too?
Nah, we're going in
They say in
2027.
Egypt, they tried to basically whitewash Egypt, saying that the pyramids
Yeah.
weren't built by Africans.
Yeah,
not just
yeah.
that the
Yeah.
mummies and like Cleopatra was white.
Yeah.
Like a
And-
whole lot of shit.
And they
So
say a lot of the statues. So what
They
they
shot
what
off
they
that
See, the
nose.
so what they-
noses
so
was
they-
taken off.
So
the
a lot of the
motherfuckers.
statues, not just in Africa, but a lot of the statues in Europe and all of the famous statues that people talk about. If you notice, they said that a lot of them, the noses were
that has
destroyed
been-
Get
because-
that nigga
yes.
nose
Because-
off that.
because it's going to depict a certain style
Africans.
of people,
Yeah.
and they're not going to be able to say, "Oh, this was a white man."
Yeah.
So like even Shakespeare
That was done
and those type of
intentionally, bro.
people, when you do your research, Shakespeare was a short, stocky nigga.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like he was a short, stocky nigga.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And
I can't speak on that because I don't know.
I need some
But I
wings.
do know that
Some wings?
I'm hungry.
I'm
The-
hungry as a
hold on,
bitch. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't eat
Yo, we
all
finna dip in a
weekend,
minute.
nigga.
Yeah,
I ate
bro.
like 200 calories
Call
all
them
weekend.
niggas
I'm
real quick.
starving right now.
The,
Yo, I want to play this after you're done. Now, go ahead, because I want to play a video.
I was gonna say I can speak to Santa Claus. Santa Claus is black. He's based off a nigga named Saint Nick that's from Turkey. He not black. He's Middle Eastern. Same thing as Jesus. He's based off a nigga from the Middle East who had bronze skin. Even if you read the Bible, bro, it says that Jesus was a nigga of bronze skin and hair of wool. That's not a white guy, bro. That's Mexican or black. It's one of them two. The nigga's name is Jesus.
Why is white Jesus so popular?
Remember
and
when
think about this. I'm gonna Middle Eastern
That's how you control people.
is not Middle Eastern is black too. Like all that
Yeah.
shit is black, man. They try to make up Middle Eastern. They try to put Egypt as part of Middle Eastern to separate it from
Again, it's
Africa.
divisive.
To separate it and
Yeah.
what I
The
the
continent.
research that I've seen
Asia and Africa.
is the Catholic Church is the ones that did that shit over there. You know what I mean?
You
It
ever-
was the Catholic Church
Well,
that
religion
was the
divides
force
everybody.
behind de-blacking Egypt and the pyramids and all that. That was Egypt's doing. I mean, that was the Catholic Church.
For some reason, I don't. You guys remember when Kyrie Irving posted that
movie?
That movie
Yeah.
in his bio? I actually went and watched that.
How was it?
And it was pretty decent. I can't remember most of it, but it did speak on how like the Jew. I don't even.
Yeah,
wanna say all
there
that.
was a Jewish aspect to that with the Egypt. There was like a Jewish leader that tried to say the Jewish people were slaves and they're the ones that built the pyramids.
Oh, shit.
But that wasn't the consensus of all Jewish people. But that was just like
just
one
a theory from one individual.
The slaves were they were Jewish people were slaves,
but not in that time. But not
no,
in
I
that
know.
time.
I'm just saying they were slaves.
What's
in the
crazy is when
Not
you
in
look
that
at all them like everybody, like all the pictures.
That was
and
before
things
Abraham,
depicting
to
people
when the pyramids
building
were
the
built.
fucking pyramids. They're all white.
Yeah.
But they're all white.
They tried to. It was debunked because that same Jewish rabbi
Ain't
that
nobody
said
white out there
that,
with that skin, bro.
saying
With
it
that
was
sun.
Jewish slaves that built the pyramids. It was before even Abraham's time when it was in the Bible, the story of Abraham and the Jewish people being slaves. It was before that time. So what you saying is just not even a fact. He was saying that the Abraham and the Jewish slaves, and it was a different time. It was a different era. So the black people have been building in civilizations and pyramids that they don't know how that was made before even Jesus was born. You know what I'm saying? So
because Cleopatra was a black woman.
Yeah, but they got her looking like fucking Michelle Pfeiffer.
Word.
So they try to dehumanize us black people to make themselves look better and to demonize us and to make us look stupid or
And
whatever.
real quick, before Kat
You know what
gets
I mean?
into the video, real quick, give me 20 seconds. Me and you can speak on this.
They can be doing that now.
Talking
in the
about like
Trump era.
being half black, half white. Everybody always says, "How come you don't or why do you identify as black and not white?" And I go, when the police pull me over, they don't say like I got a white male, this many pounds, this tall. They always say black male. This you get what I'm saying? People always say, why do you not identify with the white people?
You don't
And
look
it's-
white, Chris.
That's my point.
So you're not gonna identify with the white because you don't look white.
I don't identify with the white because police don't identify me as white.
If Sir had a regular haircut, he would still look like a young African American kid. Maybe
And that's
not even
what the police
African
would say.
American.
That's my
You
point.
might say
You're making my
Indian or you might say something, but you're not a regular white kid.
That's what any other race too. Like if you have Hispanic, if you half white and half Hispanic, they say non-Hispanic and they say Hispanic.
That's the
You're gonna
worst
say
shit.
Hispanic though. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna say if you half Hispanic, you're gonna say Hispanic.
My bad.
So
I didn't mean to bring that whole thing.
That's all.
Go ahead, Cal.
What's that video you got, Cap?
Jetta said, "Hurry up, niggas."
It's actually like a more humorous video.
Oh, they-
But the title is I don't know if you guys are familiar with Long Beach Griffey. He's funny, like a funny
Yeah,
dude.
that nigga's
That nigga
hilarious.
funny as a motherfucker, man. He does like these skits where he plays multiple people and it's just him playing each role and shit. And this one is parents who let their kids do whatever they want.
Oh man,
This dude is off the chain, man.
the fuck?
I love my grandbaby.
What the fuck?
Yo.
Give me some dab, little man. Hey, whoa, man, what the? Yo, your kid just spit in my hand and then he gave me the finger. Yo, your kid just. Oh. Hey. Your kid is standing on top of the table. Menacingly.
Little badass, bro.
Hey, man, your son is drawing on a wall with a knife. Where he get a knife?
I can't watch this. My grandbaby.
literally.
Yo, your son is hacking into the CIA mainframe and the Homeland Security database and leaking classified documents to the public.
Bobby.
Bro! What's up?
That's Devon.
Your son stuck a sword through my body. Hey, man. Stop bothering people, man. Take your ass upstairs. Damn. Nah. He's good. You good. You good, little boy.
Damn, that's deep though.
That's literally my.
That shit funny as a motherfucker. You ain't never been around them little dirty ass, badass, or just fucking
man.
ruthless ass kids that
Yeah.
have no respect for nobody. You
Nah, because
gotta.
I'm not staying.
Yeah.
It reminds me of kids I used to be around when I used to live on the south side when I was a kid. And I don't want to say no names and shit, but they used to be some bad ass kids. Like they would throw rocks across the street and just nope, their parents never regulated them, and if they seen them doing shit, they ain't give a fuck.
Let's keep it a buck. Me and Hoodie, if we went to a house and those are the kids, we're calling them out immediately.
I ain't staying.
I'm calling you out and the parents out.
Especially if my kids with me. Fuck that. We out of here.
You can't say that, Uncle.
Bullshit, I can't. Bullshit, I
You
can't.
at the house every day.
And I call their ass out every single day.
Yeah.
Every day I tell my son, get your bitch ass up and go watch the motherfucking kids. Get out the fucking window. What do you do? My son back in the day, bro, put Jake, my nephew, and Day, my son, painted almost an entire section of my house with chocolate pudding.
What the fuck?
Chocolate pudding. I was at work.
I'm whooping ass.
White kids. That was their white side.
I think so.
That
But
was
they
their
used
that was
chocolate
their that was their white side.
It wasn't vanilla though.
That was their white side because they didn't get their ass whooped, did they?
Oh yeah, they didn't get his ass whooped. I'm not gonna beat my nephew. I punched him in the chest a couple times. But they got his ass whooped.
Shit.
I ain't worried about it. No, my son's 28 now. I ain't worried about that shit.
CPS. You guys been paying attention to that Shannon Sharp shit?
That shit's crazy.
Oh man.
Bruh.
Sad.
Man. That shit. It's extortion, man.
Yeah.
You know the hard part is like when you get some money, right?
Yeah.
We talked about this shit a lot.
Yeah.
How people who have a certain amount of money are allotted certain freedoms, right? But people who have a certain amount of money, they're able to obtain that money because they're careful.
Yeah.
And sometimes people try to take advantage of certain situations because they can.
Yeah.
And because you get caught slipping. You know what I'm saying? I haven't dived into the Shannon Sharp thing. But the couple things that I did hear is just like the things that we said in the beginning with
It's
Diddy.
all the same.
Did he really do it?
Yeah.
Because what it all boils down to is how come all of the black heroes are always charged with these malicious crimes, but all of the white people, you know, so like what's his name? Epstein or Einstein?
Weinstein.
Weinstein. How come we haven't heard anything about none of that?
Oh, you talking about
You know
the
what I'm saying?
island?
Yeah.
But
Nah,
Diddy,
that's Epstein.
but Diddy,
Weinstein is the one that got locked up.
Yeah, he was fucking all
But it was the Epstein Island shit.
Yeah,
that
but
we don't hear anything about.
But Diddy
all
got
the
ran
records
through the
they had.
mud.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
the
saying?
list.
Then they talk about how
Because the name's on that list.
Then they talk about how what's his name? Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
They really just wanted the oil from underneath his crib. You
Is
know what
that
I'm
a
saying?
fact or is it a
I'm
conspiracy?
No, I'm just speculating. I'm just saying.
He popped. Listen, niggas was calling
Everybody
out
was-
Bill Cosby way back. In
Oh
the
yeah,
day.
yeah.
Everybody popped. I mean,
But
I
he
asked
got
my-
out too, though. Think about that. He got out.
when he's broke.
Mad old.
Yeah, but he got out
Yeah, he's
though.
mad old. They were like, we're not gonna keep this old ass thing locked
Bill
up.
Cosby can't be broke. He was like damn near a
He's not broke.
billionaire,
He's
wasn't
not
he?
broke. No, yeah, close.
Comparative
Let me
to
see what his-
to what it used to be. If he was trying to buy NBC, he had enough money to do that. Nah, I bet
Bill
you he
Cosby
don't
still had a
know.
net worth of like probably a couple $100 million.
Bill.
Yeah, but I mean, if you had
Cosby
1.5
net
billion and now you got 200 million, you broke as
still
fuck.
broke, yeah,
Wouldn't that be crazy if you felt broke after that drop? Like,
that is crazy.
I
because
mean,
it says he's worth 200 million.
yeah, broke
Told
as
you.
fuck.
Told you.
If you had enough money to buy,
But don't that
NBC,
sound crazy though? Broke
That
as
sound
fuck.
broke to me.
Like,
If you had, if
Nah,
you
I
had
know what
enough
you mean,
money,
though,
if you
but-
had enough money to buy NBC, if you can go and say, I'm
Yeah.
about to sign this check NBC costs what? $900 million. I'm about to buy this shit. And I still got money in the bank. And now, after all these years and all this court fighting, now you're only worth $200 million.
I mean, look,
that's a lot of money though. You know what I mean? That's like saying, yo, I got 100,000.
So this other one says 450 million.
They froze Kanye's assets though. He's still
Kanye
a billionaire.
yeah.
I hope they do. I think
Kanye's not a billionaire. He lost most of
He's
the.
not a billionaire no more?
He lost most of the deals that he had. So
with Adidas,
they said he was worth a couple bill.
Yeah.
So I think like three
or four.
Yeah.
So what people don't understand about, and not saying you guys don't, I'm just in general, what people don't understand about net worth, that doesn't mean
that's how much you got.
Yeah, but that's how they measure it with everybody. It's not like they do it with
I know.
other individuals differently.
So that's with the stuff you own as well.
Yeah.
And so your assets, and so when
they
he
never
lost his
they
assets,
never put the liquid out there like what you actually have.
Yeah, like- No,
2.15 billion.
No, that's
Kanye. Yeah.
So
Because he
that's
still has.
hold on. That's the opposite though. They do. That's your. If they're saying if you took every asset you had and liquidated it, this is what you would.
No,
be
I'm
worth.
talking about at that current time, like the cash that you have available.
Yeah.
That's why it's easier to just say
2.7
everything you have.
billion.
You got 2.7.
Yeah.
I think you got the Android
2020,
Google
2025.
I was wrong.
2.77
Nah, this
billion.
one, yeah, mine is 2024. It said
Yeah, I was
adjusted
wrong.
to
That's all.
2024, so mine is a little old.
Yeah, it says in 2025, Kanye West's net worth
Oh,
has
yeah,
been
yeah.
reported as 2 point. Yeah.
You got the same shit, the parade.com that popped up? Or is it something different?
I just want to show light skinned niggas like Sir and Jetta. You see how easy it was for me to say I was wrong?
Yeah, but that shit
Don't
is
be
crazy,
don't be like
man.
these dark skinned niggas, bro.
Yeah.
This shit is weird, bro. Like, if I had that much money, I'd have to change Elmira or something. Like, I'd have to inject so much of that money into this city. Strategically, though, I feel like shit could be changed, and I know it might sound like the stereotypical
philanthropist.
How much they spent on that
philanthropic?
That
Is
clock
the word
that they
you're looking
repaired
for.
on the at the police.
I think the majority it was a lot of fucking money.
They spent all the money they got on
Oh,
that
on that
clock.
fucking airport?
No, on Church Street.
No, that's the clock was $3 million, but the airport that upgrade was 54.
Nobody even used. That's a private airport, ain't it?
They get. I used to work there. They get 11 flights coming in a fucking day.
You talking about at Elmira?
Yes.
Get the
No,
fuck
it's the
out of
Corn-
here.
54
Corning
million.
Oh, Elmira Corning.
Yeah, they
Damn.
call it Elmira Corning.
Yeah.
Even
I
though
thought
it's
they
in
had more
Horseheads,
flights than that.
They call it Elmira Corning. Bro, I used to do rental cars up there. They get 11 flights a day. Might be like up to like 20 now, but it's not a busy $54 million for that airport. Are you fucking
Well, I
kidding me?
mean, the airports has to be standardized, so
Fuck that.
it's not just our airport.
Like
if
there's
you
no
go to,
exception.
If you go to Ithaca Airport,
They
that
just
shit-
remodeled it.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Yeah.
not
Ithaca's-
just. It's
Ithaca's
not
also
just.
international.
Is their airport nicer than
Ithaca
Elmira
get a
Corning?
lot
It's
of
all
that.
the
Not
same.
now.
It's
I
way
like
more
the
traffic.
airport. There's a lot of traffic there. They get Delta flights and all that.
Oh,
No,
shit.
we get Delta flights too here. My point is we get 20 flights. Why do you need $54 million to upgrade and put restaurants in a fucking airport where you get 20
Oh, when it's gonna
flights?
be 30 niggas in there?
Like we got public school systems, videos going viral every day. People getting shot, stabbed.
Well, if
fucking
the- if
teachers
the-
up. Why the fuck don't you put that money into the fucking school? You
Because
put it
at
to
the end,
airport.
because at the end of the day, what the money that's supposed to go into the school comes from the lottery. So if that money from the lottery
Not
was
always,
actually,
no.
yeah, that's a portion of the lottery money. It's supposed to go to the school.
supposed to.
But
Just
that's
like-
that's
Just
the
like the
point
Miss
of
America
what.
pageant is supposed to go to scholarships for women.
But that's the point. You know what I mean? Misappropriation of money and funds.
I got a boogie though. My wife, I gotta go tend to my
Yeah, I'm
You ready?
I'm just ready to put something in my belly.
Let's get out.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Get to it.
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm about to go to Kahuna's.
Yeah.
All right, y'all.
They open?
You
Yo,
have-
peace out, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed the episode.
Damn.
Y'all have a good night, man.
Podcasts connect, intellect, intersect. Brothers on the rise, no lies, just respect. Health, wealth, religion, truth, gotta inspect. Mindful exchange on deck, we perfect.